Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. Hello. Hello out there. All of my tea sippers and my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What's going on, babies? What is going on? I know y'all haven't seen us in a little piece of a minute, honey, but y'all know Miss Zeta come through, baby, and knocked out the shit. Down here in Atlanta, we didn't have any power. Some didn't have power. And carrying on. I had power, thank God, but then my cable was all, I had no Wi-Fi, I had no internet, I had no cable, I had no anything, so I could not do nothing. I couldn't get on my phone, I couldn't do anything here while I was here at the house and it was in my neighborhood. So in order for me to have done anything, I would have had to have left my home and et cetera, and that there had become a little bit cumbersome, you understand? So what we had decided to do was get it together and just pull it up. Now, y'all know usually this is Tuesday, and because I'm usually at the donut factory, we usually don't have a show today. However, I was called in to come and help out with the election because we had everything all in place, you know? And I said, okay, cute. I'll come in. I was going to do something in the daytime and then, exit myself and go ahead on and go to the donut factory. However, that did not happen. Somebody had come through or called out rather. And so I ended up having to take off so that we can go ahead on and do what we were going to do. However, I was thoroughly disappointed. I could have went home and made my coin, honey. Okay, at the donut factory. Because, darlings, hell, I had Aunt Nikki with me and baby, there were no lines. There were no lines out here. We went to 4 or 5, what were 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 4 different polling, five different polling sites. Okay, walking around, I mean, driving around and carrying on, trying to get the people. Child, I done sent, and y'all know I told y'all had the extra food stamps, right? So I went up and I done spent like maybe $140 in stuff, you know, to get snacks and water and juices and little kids juices and things. We got all this kind of stuff. So we were going to go out, and the whole idea was to encourage the folks to stay in the line. And I was absolutely ridiculous. It was really, and so I'm heartbroken because I was like, I don't know how to read it just yet. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because there was a lot of folks that had done a lot of the early voting. And I'm like, okay, that's cute, but I don't know how to take this just yet. So because of that, we don't know what's going on. We got a lot of the children up in here. Hey, Ruben came up in here. I'm here for all time. What you say? Come through. McMillions is in the building. Lola, hey baby. Lola is up in here. EJ done came up in here. Tay, what you say? Just waiting for these results got me so fucking stressed out. Don't stress yourself out, baby. Don't stress yourself out. It's gonna be what it is. Chemo, hey. Okay, I need just a little more Jesus. Come on now. Erica Campbell over there. I need just a little more Jesus. Okay. Tay said it took me 25 minutes to vote, which I expected it to take longer. Okay, yeah. Early voting and carrying on was the key for us because that's where the lines were. We waited 4 hours. On the very first day that early voting had opened up, I got there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to have gotten there when they first opened, but I just could not pull it together, honey. We couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, that's cute. Yes, I know that, my darling. We got somebody that's going to be joining us real soon, who is coming in so that they can give us their experience, honey, with voting and things. I'm going to bring that up in just a few moments. In any event, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my co-host in so they can talk to y'all for just a minute because the dog got to go get some form of libation. And I got some chocolate almond milk. I said I was going. Y'all know I had got rid of it for a little piece of a minute. Okay, I want to see an experiment. I think I'm right. I may have to give up on the damn almond milk because I believe it is producing mucus. Okay, and carrying on because I have not had any extra sputal or spittle, if you will, since I had stayed off of the almond milk for that little bit of time. However, it is delicious, honey. Now, the debate is it's not good for you and all of the jazz and et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to get it off into that. So let me bring my co-host in so that they could talk for a minute while I go disappear, get my libations. We got the big guy ally, Big Red, and Aunt Nikki coming on up in here right now. Hey, babies, what is your tea?
What's up? Red, what's up? I ain't seeing you there. I can't hear Red.
He's muted.
I was going to say, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, but Red's mic is muted. He got to unmute it.
Oh, he's talking. Oh, and when he was saying, I need just a little more Jesus, that's Vicky Wanda, the old one.
And Erica
got,
we did it. Yeah.
Got the newer one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So be that as it may. Y'all go ahead on and talk to the children for just a minute. I'm gonna keep my mic up. I'm gonna just take my camera down so y'all don't have to see all of me getting up and carrying on and all of that. Hey, Amy, what's going on, baby? Are y'all watching the countdown and carrying on, child?
And I need y'all to let me know if I look like I'm dragging behind. Some things I don't know what's going on with this webcam, so I'm waiting for my iPad to charge up.
I'm doing the same thing on my end. I think it's the connection because it looked like you slow for a minute and carrying on.
Yeah, and then I hear it because I went out and went on my phone, but it's not even. I don't know. I can't even get a good center frame. I don't know what the hell going on over here. So hey, you guys.
Your camera got ADHD.
It do. I was trying to get it right, and it's just like, bitch, not today. So I'm like, fuck it. Y'all see what y'all see. The background is here. Y'all, guess what? It's a YouTuber. I have to stop on the damn lady page, and if this heifer, I ain't gonna call her heifer because I actually like her page. She's very entertaining. But she got my damn backdrop. I had to let her know, baby, we both using this because I ain't changing.
Oh, I know who you're talking about because I saw that. I
love her though. She talked so much shit. Let me tell you something. She was letting Tasha K have it. I was on there dying. The damn Tasha K fans was all in her shit.
Yeah.
Talking shit. She cussed them bitches out like she knew every last one of them. I was here for it. And I even told her, I sent her a clip of me. I said, baby, me and you use the same background. But I ain't even mad at you because you so entertaining. I don't even give a fuck.
Hey, she don't back down.
She don't back down from nobody. They getting them trolls getting her thing red. She was cussing them out, calling all kinds of names. She was like, and your mama too. I said, yes, I like her.
Yeah, she don't back down. She's very entertaining. Because
I like her.
You know me, Mr. No Filter. I like them people like that.
Yeah, that's what made me love her. I was like, yes, bitch, cuss them out. Because she was like, I'm trying not to cuss people out. And you know me, I'm all in the comments like, no, don't stop cussing their ass out. They keep coming over here talking shit, cuss their ass out.
Hand it to them.
Yes. Because if they don't like what you say, and all they got to do is click off. That's point blank period. Point blank period. You don't like what the hell we saying? Ain't nobody got no damn gun in your head to make you watch.
Facts.
And you go over there. How you argue with somebody doing commentary on a person? I understand you may like that person or whatever, but you don't know them for real. Y'all ain't real life friends. You gonna argue somebody down because they giving the facts on this messy bitch who been lying down the road some damn where. If they don't go somewhere and sit down and get y'all some business.
Hold on, Auntie. Tell that to the Beehive. Tell that to the Beehive. They be ready to fight.
The Beehive, the Barbs, and the Barty gang. Them niggas act like Nicki, Beyonce, and Cardi is they sisters. Okay? They be ready to fucking fight. And that Beehive will fool you. You'll think you got stung for real. You think you got your ass stung for real when that Beehive come for you, honey. I ain't got no problem. I don't want no trouble with y'all. I don't want no smoke. Plus, I like Beyonce.
They got their life. You know what I'm saying? And then you get electronically beat the shit out of on the web from some bitches named Barbie. A Barbie crew beat your ass, bro.
Listen, them bitches be ready to fight. And for Beyonce, honey, they protect their queen at all costs. You understand me?
Hey, could you imagine if you got a son that play football in high school and he got down the captain of the football team and he come running in the room and he crying and snotting, Mom, I just got jumped on the internet by the Beehive and the Barbie bitches.
The Beehive and the Barbie bitches.
And the Barbie bitches.
Listen, we know that we can handle all them, but we ain't starting no problems with them Barbie bitches because I don't want to have to beat nobody's child to fuck up, okay?
You know
so let's just call them the Barbs.
I'm going to tell you like I know, because see, it's like this for me. Because back in the day, we were bosses and we were, we were butterflies because that was Diana Ross and Patti LaBelle, okay? Mm-hmm. So as far as I'm concerned, those are Beehive bitches and carrying on. See, they new school, okay? They don't know how to be real fans and carrying on. As far as I'm concerned, see, they get caught up in the hype. Okay, you don't understand.
Right.
You don't understand what that is.
Exactly. If you're a real fan, it's about the artists that you love and the music and the stuff that they do. It's not about arguing with another, but first of all, it's enough room for people to be fans of this one and fans of that one. If you don't like that one, mind your damn business. You ain't got to listen to their music. You ain't got to watch their videos. You ain't got to hear their commentary, watch their movie, whatever the fuck they do. It's your choice. Click your motherfucking shit off. Click it off. It ain't like when we was kids and we only had 3 main channels and 2 UHF channons. Motherfucker, y'all got a fucking room.
If you don't like Beyonce, all you got to do is pat your mouse with it. Pat your mouse with it.
Pat your mouse, baby. Pat it.
You know what? Let me go into the comments because we got some children that's doing the thing, honey. Lola saying hello to you guys. Okay.
Hello.
I can't watch right now. Okay, baby.
Okay, Andy, but we love the support.
JoJo, stay strong.
Hey,
I feel y'all about this, but continually keep the faith, knowing VP Biden and Kamala Harris will be our 46th president and vice president of the United States. That day is the goal. I had to go get my libation, my darling. Lupaka from Hawaii.
Aloha. From Hawaii.
Alabama. Hopefully Georgia and Michigan didn't get stuck in a super law. Well, yeah, Amy, we didn't because every place me and Meech went, there were no laws. I think a lot of people enjoy. I'm going to keep this in my head because I want this to be true. I think a lot of people did vote early, so they weren't very long lines. Oh, Red, Cole told us to let you know that she voted. She cussed Trump ass out. What was her number, Meech? I think she was 346. She was like, this 346. So she was like, this the one that got you getting your ass out of there. So get up out of there.
Okay.
Oh, you watching on your phone? Okay, Amy. However you
Okay,
need it, baby.
Now, while we're here, let me bring in one of our special guests that's coming in, because
Okay.
I want for her to explain her story today, what happened to her when she went to go try to vote. And understanding that voter suppression and all the bullshit is coming in so many different ways, and it's subtle and this and the other, to where this is why we have to stay on top of this, because the ultimate question is, I don't give a damn who wins. What are you going to do the day after? Once all this election shit is over, if the person you voted for lost, what are you going to do? How are you going to make
Are you going to give up
the next 4 years as comfortable as possible for you? Okay. So having said all that, I'm going to bring in Yasmin
Is that
McCord.
Mimi? Yes.
Come on up here, baby.
Hey.
That is the best lady barber in Philly.
Absolutely.
That's my girl. Hey, Mimi.
How y'all doing? It was a rough day for me, I'm going to tell y'all, because I got up knowing what I was going to do this morning. I got up knowing that I was going to my polling station, but in the primaries, I had gotten a letter telling me that my new polling station was at another school. So I went to that school this morning, and I was in line for like maybe 30 minutes, and I said, let me ask somebody, because I don't think I'm not supposed to be here. There was a lady there with an iPad, and she punched my name up in it, and she said, no, you got to go to Longstrap, which is right up the street from my house. I get the Longstrap. When I get inside, first of all, there's nobody there. I was easily able to walk right inside of my polling station and go right to the table. I get to the table. The guy says to me, hey, do you have your mail-in ballot? And I'm like, no, I don't know what that is. I didn't apply for a mail-in ballot. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I got a lot of literature coming to my house, for voting, for this, that. I got so much. So I don't even open it. I just literally throw it away because I didn't file for anything. I'm going to do what I normally do. He tells me from there, then you can't vote. What? He says from that point on, then you can't vote because I don't have my mail-in ballot. I said, what do you mean I can't vote? I don't understand that. So I'm going out of the auditorium now absolutely angry. So when you're going outside, you talk to the people outside. They see what's going on. They in turn told me what to do. They said, go to this school and go get the empty mail-in ballot and bring it back. And then they got to take your vote. It's like 9 o'clock at this point. All right, I go back to this other school. I get down there. I talk to the people outside. People outside didn't let me go inside because they said, whoever just sent me there told me a lie. You can't just, that's not what they're doing. They don't shred up stuff. You can't come here and get no ballots or anything. I'm like, okay, so I really can't vote. Like, I've never been through this ever before in my life. So as I'm coming back home, frustrated, saying, to hell with it, I'm not going to do anything. Somebody from the voting people called me. I don't know. I'm real big on Instagram. So I don't know, my clients, somebody got the local voters people to call me, and they told me exactly what to do. They told me also, don't talk to the people outside because they're there to deter you. They're there. Some of them are there to help you, but a lot of them are there to deter you, to push you away. So go inside of that school as if you know what you're doing. And then when you get in there, you're going to get your ballot. And that's exactly what happened. I was like,
I'm so glad, Mimi, because when I saw your Instagram post, all I heard you say was, I couldn't vote. And that's when I instantly just hit you up. Like, Mimi, I need you to come on and talk to us tonight because that shit didn't make no sense.
It almost
so I'm so glad that when I heard you say, I went to go do what I was supposed to do. Our people died for us to be able to do this. And that's what I'm going to do. When I saw your post earlier, I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yes.
So I'm so happy that they figured it out and you got the vote because that shit was crazy.
Yes, I went. It
Guys,
took
what
me.
y'all think about that?
I think that
How
falls.
y'all feel?
I tell you like this. That falls under that.
I'm trying to process all of this.
They had a by any means necessary situation. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to doggone figure out not just one way to deter us Afro Americans from voting, but they tried to figure out several ways to cause a confusion and doggone. And that way, even people that have the information, some of the information they have is misinformed. It was all set up. It was just set up to be a bowl of malarkey, where you can actually, in your mind, you know exactly what you're supposed to do because you represent, you stand up in your community, you vote every year, so you know the process. But they tried to twist the process up this year, so many different angles. I mean, think about this. Just like she said, she threw all that stuff to the side. Do you know how many pieces of mail-in ballot mail that came in the mail this year? It was damn ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Like what?
It was so many different ways of you to vote and not vote and vote. And I'm like, you can spread that shit across your dining room table and wonder what the fuck the truth is.
Exactly. Because when we went up there a few weeks ago, and I went to Brian House, Mimi, it was mail-in votes for Keisha, Timmy, Molly, Rip, and I was like, "Oh, y'all gonna do mail-in voting?" And all of them said, "We didn't ask for that."
Not at all.
It just popped up. I had a ballot that started using it for scratch paper for the kids while they working, when they learning.
You stupid.
How about that?
Normally, when you go to your voting poll, right? They have your name, your address, your number. They have everything there, right? So when I walked up, originally when I walked up, I seen my name and everything, but it was whited out. It was literally whited out. I was like,
"What?
Why is my name whited out?" She was like, "Oh, you're an absentee ballot." I said, "What the hell are you? I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'm right here. What bitch you talking about?
What she talking about? Like what?" She said, "Yeah, you absentee." Like, no, bitch, I'm right here. Ho, I'm right here. Put me down. And she was like, well, you can go ahead and vote on this paper, and then we'll just no, I'm right here. The machine is right fucking there. She was like, but the absentee ballots get counted at the end. So we'll just count your vote at the end. Bitch, you gonna count my vote right now. I'm standing right here in your face, bro. So I was really heated.
Mimi, you ain't let the island accent come out on it, did you? Did you let the Jamaican?
Why?
Mimi is Jamaican, okay? She don't sound like it right now, but I'm pretty sure when she was mad because the motherfuckers out today, they know.
What's the matter for you?
This is why.
This is why take my right away.
We have to do everything within our power. This is what I'm talking about, what we're going to do after this goddamn election. Because every year, we didn't have problems, and it just seems as though they get swept up under the carpet. The next time we have election. What are we going to do now that's going to prepare us for the next election? Because I believe next year is a 2-term election. Some of y'all may have mayors or councilmen or whatever. I know we here in College Park, we got councilman elections coming up. What are you going to do when how do we prepare ourselves? Because here's the thing. Did y'all know that what city? It was a city today. Was it in, I forget where it is. Is it Kenosha? Because that's a battleground state. The machines went out
Wisconsin.
the fucking morning. And they had these paper ballots this morning because the machines went the fuck out. The major machine.
Wow.
Okay.
So where we gonna find that box of ballots at?
Right.
And y'all sitting up here saying that y'all have fixed the system. Everything is working smoothly, blah, 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 blah. But yet every time it comes down to this goddamn voting shit, we got a goddamn problem. Why are we not looking into this to where it's going to make sense? And we as voters and as citizens who got the power, we got to galvanize and get down there to the voting officials and tell them bastards, look here, sons of bitches, y'all gonna do this shit the right motherfucking way. Now, and if you don't want to do it that way, then sit down here and get this damn technology together. Everybody, y'all can sit down here and tell me what the fuck my house look like from a goddamn Google satellite. But sit down here and know how I can vote from this motherfucking computer using my damn social security number.
And we talked about that earlier today, Mitch. I said, I'm not the tech person, right? But it doesn't seem like it should be that hard for somebody to be able to create a program where the voting system goes by our social security number or whatever, driver's license number, whatever the fuck it is. But there's only one of that. So once you do yours, it's done. It's over with. So why can't I vote from my house? You know why we can't vote from my house? Because then they can't fuck shit up. They can't make it be what the fuck they want it to be. Because Meech, listen to this. Say Mimi was persistent because she know what that vote means.
Mm-hmm.
But what about all the people who don't know how hard our ancestors and stuff, how hard our grandparents and shit fought for us to be able to do this? And they turn around and you get there and they tell you some shit like they told her, and they like, fucking shit, I'm going home.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me
Mitch, let me give you a quick question.
Go ahead.
Did you have somebody try to come in and you try to send them to Facebook?
No, not yet.
I sent the link to them and they keep trying to get direct to Facebook. They don't have a Facebook. They don't have a Facebook.
No.
So okay. Why they trying to go to Facebook if they got the link?
No, send it directly to them.
The link to come in as a guest. You saw my message?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute.
Did you tell them how to do it?
Let me do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send it to your phone, and then you send it to him to his phone.
All right.
So y'all see what I'm saying? Somebody who might not be as persistent and know how important this is, like the younger people. They already fed up, they confused and all kinds of shit. They get to the voting place and somebody say, oh, well, you ain't gonna be able to vote, and they not understanding what the hell wrong. Everybody not gonna be as persistent about what that vote means. And that is so sad. And we know that they're trying to tear us apart.
I'm gonna give you this caveat because it not just get frustrated. Don't you know that the early morning I just want to come here real quick before I go to work, because I know by the time I get off work the polls are going to be closed, and you just sit them on this wild ass goose chase. Okay,
right.
Trying to make shit happen, or try to dissuade people, from voting. And the question becomes, why is it that we always end up here? How come every time we say, oh, we got the people out here to do the right thing, this fucker done told his damn cronies that he wanted them to be there to watch the damn polls? Okay? So we don't know who are his cronies, who are the ones doing his damn bidding. Okay, we don't know. So the question becomes, why do we allow this, or how come we did not prepare ourselves or put proper protocols into place? I still do not understand that. I still do not understand that. And why is it that every time you claim that you train somebody, there's never a supervisor? The supervisors should be from the damn election commission. The ones that accounting, there should be more supervisors at all of the polling places, so that shit like this don't go. They're supposed to know, no, we have provisional ballots, we got this, you should be able to go up in here, do this, and boom, we can get you done. Okay? Right. Because here's the thing. Everybody who did an absentee ballot or whatever, when they sit back in, they have to check off to say that those things are there, or do they not? See, and if they don't do it, then how come we don't have the system? See, I don't like that shit about we can't count the ballots right away. That's a lie.
I know. Because should they be, if they are those mail-in votes, the absentee ballot, whatever, y'all got paper ballots and shit like that, them motherfuckers should start to be counted as they coming.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all know how we had the Scantron when you take a test in school?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it should go. It should go right through the machine.
They are gridded just like a goddamn Scantron. So it don't take but to run that shit through the motherfucking computer, goddammit. This bullshit. Okay, this is fucking bullshit. And I've been saying this for years. Why is it that y'all try to act as if we stupid about a process that, hell, if y'all want to cut my motherfucking check off, y'all know how to go up in there and flick a motherfucking switch and set my goddamn shit down, don't you? If it's that easy for you to upset my life, if it's that easy for you to sit down there and to X out everything about, how come when it comes down to this voting thing, it ain't got the simplest process either?
If you owe the IRS some money, watch how fast they be able to get it.
Big facts.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm a leader.
Let you owe them. Exactly. Look, when we say something crazy, he just leave the goddamn. He just leave.
No, he's telling the truth, Nick. I mean, you gotta think about this. Look, it could be something as simple as a black man that's taking care of his kids, and he go to work and he at work talking about he's gonna take his family out to eat or whatever. But because she got food stamps 10 years ago, when he get his paycheck, it's $2. If you can do
better
that,
say that.
if you can manipulate,
if you can find them and take them out, exactly.
And take my whole paycheck from a whole other corporation, why is the voting so difficult?
If I default on my motherfucking student loan payment, don't you take that shit out my income tax? If y'all don't leave me the fuck alone, y'all know how to fix shit.
Even though the ballots get scanned, they have to check for matching signatures from your voters registration.
Yeah, get rejected. What if you ain't right the same?
Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. Wait a minute. No. Not so much that because handwriting experts are carrying on. You know, they could tell if it's the same, whatever. Here's my problem with that. The thing of it is just like when you go to go get your driver's license, that shit is scanned in.
Right.
Okay. It's scanned because they sit down there and raise it on your driver's license. Now it's raised.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to sit down there and everything now is so electronically done, or can be, to where they have no excuse, because you can't sit down there with an untrained eye and look at somebody's signature and say, "Oh, that matches or not," because hell, we don't know who got
right. Yeah, exactly. First of all, you get everyday people to come and work the polls, right? So who the fuck is saying that this signature match and this one don't? And most people know, like when you sign that thing on your driver's license and stuff, you sign it on that screen, right?
Right.
You don't sign no piece of paper. You sign the screen. Do your signature look the same when you sign on the screen as it do when you write it on paper?
Okay, right. No, it doesn't.
Okay, Amy. Yeah, it don't. Hello, Miss Hologram.
So,
like, it doesn't look the same. So who's to be able to say that they get to say this match or that don't?
I'm taking issues with it right now because it just bothers me. Now let's shift. Let's shift, because see, this is gonna be a night of me having issues. Okay.
I see it in your face.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Don't come out. Let it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a night. This is gonna be a night. This is gonna be a night because we are here.
We're gonna have to do something else. We'll do something else later with him, because that would have been the perfect person for this show. But
honey, no, I said go to your phone.
Yeah, but it won't. Every time you touch on it, it's gonna ask you, do you want to go through Facebook or YouTube? He don't have
Google. Oh, he don't have none of that. He don't have an email.
Huh?
He don't have an email.
because we're live, it's streaming. It should have brought him right through the stream though. But because we're live
Well,
on
you know what? No, it's different.
YouTube.
It's different now. I was going to say, yeah, when we come in now, it didn't used to ask us that. It didn't used to ask us, do we want to go through Facebook or YouTube? But it does.
Okay. And I have to see how that does because I don't know what that's doing.
Okay. Mimi, did you have any trouble getting in? Is her mic is muted?
Oh,
is
no,
her
I
mic muted?
didn't have no trouble. No trouble.
Oh, okay.
No, that's because she probably got you got Facebook, right?
I got Facebook.
Yeah.
Baby, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get y'all to follow Mimi, y'all. First of all, somebody need to take her phone. And they need to take her off. She on TikTok all damn day. Something wrong with Mimi.
I'm a TikTok crazy person. You follow me, like that, she crazy. Yeah, I'm a little.
Yo, I want to tell y'all something too. I want to say something real quick because not many people know this. When my daughter graduated from barber school, Keisha, when she graduated from barber school, she went, I think, to a couple shops for a little bit, maybe a couple weeks or whatever. She went to Mimi's shop and Mimi gave her an opportunity of a lifetime. And Keisha learned so much. And even though Keisha's not a full-time barber anymore because Mimi owns one of the hottest barbershops in Philly. She's not a full-time barber anymore, but Mimi became family to us.
Yes.
So even though Keisha's not in the barbershop all the time, first of all, they have the same damn birthday, these two.
Absolutely. I'm going to get her back.
Right, so she became my family. I hope so. She bored right now. So yeah, I just want y'all to know that she helped my daughter and she became a part of our family. Even when my daughter's not working at the shop no more, she is really a part of our family. Every day I go to Instagram and she got some shit up there. I'll be like, somehow I'll be calling my daughter like, go take Mimi phone.
Okay.
I just really needed to say that right quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I tried to click on with my phone and I see what it's doing now. So if you have a Facebook and or a YouTube page, you can connect in with like that. And if he has neither, then I got to find out how to get around that because that's going to stall me. Am I dead?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fucked. Okay.
All right, now Mimi, if you got music and shit on, mute your mic, girl, because we can hear all that.
Oh shit, I'm driving. Y'all probably can hear me driving. All right.
I was about to say, mute your mic until you want to say something. But you'll still be able to hear us.
Here's where we are because see, my girlfriend, Miss Ruby, honey, Sadina, sent me something on Facebook. Hold on, let me go pull it up. And yeah, let me give it all the nasty stuff first. Hold on.
Y'all know he got to clear out his phone before he show us anything.
Oh, I got some smut. When I tell you I got some smut, baby, I got smut. Okay.
You so nasty.
Okay.
Lord.
Okay, hold on. Let me share the screen. I'm gonna share this screen. And yeah, you're right, because I'm sure your friend who wanted to come in tonight, this is right up his motherfucking alley. All right, y'all see this?
Oh yeah, we saw that earlier. You showed me that earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is the one you was going off about in the car. Okay.
This is Joe Biden. He's been in office for 41 years at the time that this was on. It's 47 years now. Not months, not weeks, years. And this man has done nothing for blacks. Let's really talk about it. Now, first of all, can I just say before we go any further that the ignorant ass fucker who put this together has no sentence structure at all. Okay? And he misspelled really. Okay, I just wanted to point that out.
Not
Y'all
really.
need to talk about that 1994 crime bill. He put y'all's uncles, fathers, brothers, etc. in jail. And, it's supposed to be and with a D, called us animals. And this ain't a Trump endorsement post. It's a wake up black people post. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, maybe somebody should have woke your ass up in language arts.
The reason why I have a problem with this.
Not in language arts.
Huh?
Red said somebody should have woke his ass up in language arts.
In language arts. Hello. 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 Okay, don't. The reason why I have such a horrible, horrible problem with this is because I'm so goddamn tired of everybody going to the 1994 crime bill. That's the same way I got tired of everybody going to Trump about he said grab the bitch by the pussy. Okay. And the reasons, and I'm saying that because that there was 12 years prior to this man even thinking about going into politics, number one. With Joe Biden, honey, that was 1994. And yes, the crime bill had become a significant piece of legislature. But when you do your research with Joe Biden, no one ever discusses the fact that what he fought against in the crime bill. Okay? No one ever talks about that. The 3-strike rule was something that he did not want to have in the bill the way that they put it in the bill. He said the 3 strikes rule, and this was recorded where he was fighting for it, was supposed to have gone for violent criminals, those who sit up there using and killing and having murderous and heinous crimes. Those who continually did that was the 3 strikes rule, not this little petty shit that was going on that the states end up mandating because they took their federal mandate, and then each state was able to sit down and manipulate the way they did according to their own state constitution. They do not talk about the fact that, yes, he sat up there and put this into play, but what they do not say is all of the Black Congressional Caucus, all of the Black evangelicals, all of the Black
clergy, yes,
supposed to be in against or at least fighting for the Black agenda, all of them supported the damn thing.
Nor do they talk about the fact how he had been trying to change it. Remember, even in that debate that we watched last, he said, I was wrong, and I've been trying to change it ever since. So you'd rather listen to this ignorant motherfucker who don't know shit about nothing. Y'all rather put our country in the hands of a person who almost every damn business he's had has gone bankrupt. And you want to take the bits and pieces of something. First of all, it's a bunch of people jumping on some shit that they don't know the whole picture to. You get them sound bites and them little clips and shit, and you don't do your research, and then you listen to this motherfucker tell you, oh, he's trying to lie all y'all up. Well, bitch, all your supporters trying to kill us. So what's the difference?
Oh, how about that? Here's the other thing. And just to your point, Nick, if you're going to sit down here and talk about the man and criticize him, why haven't y'all criticized what his work has or has not been, in your opinion, on trying to change what was put in place? Now, he challenged everybody and said, I've been trying to change it. Okay, how come didn't nobody come on his ass and be like, okay, what the fuck did you do? What's your record for trying to change it? If you're going to talk about it,
put
his in the fire, let's go there.
Mitch,
go ahead.
Nobody paid attention to the fact that the man was put in a position to sign a bill that he wasn't motherfucking even interested in. It was about motherfucking goddamn the group of people that he was around, and it was about being a monopoly towards a certain situation. It was about money. His motherfucking ideas wasn't about locking niggas up and mad at black folks and all that. His ideas was about doggone doing the right thing to generate the motherfucking dollar to help the motherfucking people, not knowing that they was pushing it towards all minorities.
Okay. Or when they take that soundbite when he said, "Oh, they all animals." You take out, you only get that little soundbite, but what you don't know is what he was talking about was the violent criminals and shit. He was not talking about everybody.
Oh, he was saying, you're right. He was saying that he said he don't. No, matter of fact, the whole statement, goddamn it, you can look it up in the Library of Congress. He says that the motherfucker, he said they are not, he said they should not be treated all like, every one of them should not be treated all like animals because all of them are not violent animals. So they're not all animals. They took bites in that motherfucking conversation to fuck him around.
Welcome to the world of editing, honey. Welcome to our world of editing.
I forgot to tell y'all, you can go to the Library of Congress and get that whole motherfucking full statement of what the hell was said. See, people, goddamn it, we really do need to wake up as a people.
If you want the transcript, see, here's what it is. This is how I became very adamant, because I kept hearing about this 1994 video when it came down to him. Everybody trying to get on Kamala about, okay, you were the prosecutor and you put folk in jail and you took these folks' houses and this, that, and the other. Ain't had nothing to do with it. How you gonna make somebody responsible for a grown man, this, that, and the other? They wasn't grown, number one, they were kids. Okay, number two, those who were grown, you got Big Mama there who sit up there and said, I'm gonna put my house up to get you out of jail, knowing this all badass.
Knowing damn well.
Okay.
Knowing damn well Pookie ass ain't going to court.
Was a fucking flight risk. Okay. So in knowing all of this bullshit, this is why I have a problem when they say, oh, well, all you did was. No, let's back that shit up. Because again, and y'all heard me say this before, everybody who keep talking about you did this to black folks, let's stop. Let's stop. Because I can't put all that responsibility there. Now we're gonna put what it is. Okay, if it had not been for this crime bill, okay, then yes, a lot of innocent black folks would not be in jail because we got all this stupid shit that everybody was doing. Okay, the three strike rule, the damn criminal profiling, the racial profiling, and carrying on. But let's look at it from this particular perspective, because like I said earlier today, talking with you, Nick, when the damn criminals became the fucking criminals, okay? And these motherfuckers set up here, and now you done made a lifestyle, right?
Right.
Your whole image is about the car, the this, the that, to where now you done gave policemen what the fuck to look for.
Right. Remember the back in the day gangsters?
So now you
remember back in the day gangsters ain't do all that.
They done set up the stereotype, okay? And then what happens is the stereotype get adulterated by these fucked up ass cops who looking to get their dick hard and make a score. So now they can put everybody up under this umbrella. And now those who could afford it, those black people who, remember just a few years ago, what was it, 2-3 years ago? The boy was out in New York at Macy's with the black card trying to buy a watch or whatever, and they sit down there and called the police on him because they said, how did you have a black card and this, that, and the other?
Oh.
You understand? What the fuck you mean? What the fuck? How do I have a black card, bitch?
Wait. Personal experience. Check it out. I'm driving at night. I had a customized vehicle. There was a gentleman driving an 18-wheeler, right?
Right.
He didn't pay attention to his lane changing, and he went damn near over the side of my car, crushed, it tore one whole side of my vehicle up, bust glass out, everything. He kept going up. My car had enough juice and stuff in it to, still running enough for me to chase him. One wheel busted, everything, right? I chased him. He's pulled over. He get out. He said, I wasn't running. I was getting the truck off the highway. And he comes up to look at my car. He breaks down when he see the custom paint on there because he already see 10,000 on paint. That's it before we start fixing it. So he looking like, oh shit. Long story short, just so happened he happened to be the owner of the company, the trucking company, filling in for a driver that night. He told me to go get estimates for the motherfucker, bring the estimate out there. I get out there to his doggone place. The estimate to fix my car came out to almost like $18,000 because of my paint. He wrote the check. The bank was 2 blocks from his company. I went right into the bank, and this bitch ran all around the back of that goddamn counter with that check, all up and through the back offices and every motherfucking way else. She said 2 forms of ID. I had that. Check paid order to me is already endorsed. She comes back. I'm like, God damn it, everybody in front of me cashed that shit and kept on going. She comes back and says, I don't think we're going to be able to cash this check. She's like, and then she said, where did you get this from?
Bitch, what it say?
Right.
I said,
Right.
ma'am, look at me, I'm young. Look at my age. Look at the gentleman's account that I'm doing. What the hell do me and him have in common besides the fact he owed me money?
How about that? The chair.
She was like, well, we were trying in the back, we was calling the company trying to see what it is, and nobody in the office, because they call over there to the business office to check the check. And she said nobody in the business office can clear the check, and nobody knows nothing about the check. I said, because he didn't write it through them. If you look at it, he got 2 accounts here. How would I know that? Through conversation. He got the company account and his personal account. Look at the check.
And he wrote it off his personal one, didn't he?
Personal account. What's the problem? She was like, oh, well, nobody had cleared it. I said, how the fuck they gonna clear his personal account? I said, you know what? I said, you stay right here. Went back over to the company. When he saw me pull back up, came out, he said, what's going on? I said, the nice guy that came over here and talked to you earlier, and the one you met the night of the accident, he gone. I said, that bitch around that motherfucker said that she couldn't clear the check or whatever. He said, couldn't clear the check. He said, since any check I write don't clear. He got in his car, a little sports Maserati, and he said, follow me. And I followed him to the bank, and we got to walk to the bank. And I walked back now. When I walked in there with the fucking owner of that corporation or that checking in, you could have both sold that bitch for a dime.
Right.
That bitch's face was like, and I was standing behind him like, he walked up. He asked her a question. He said, did this gentleman come in and try to cash the check? And she was like, yes, but we couldn't verify the check. And he said, how could you not verify a personal check that I wrote from your account, my account, and your bank? All you had to do was doggone
exactly, because they
run it. Right.
I was like, he said, what kind of verification were you trying to do? Well, we called over the company. Why the fuck are you calling my company about my personal account?
A personal check, right.
He said, I got so much money in y'all institution based off convenience because my entire trucking company is only 2 blocks away from you. You talking about a man that got fucking 50 trucks. And he said, I got so much money in here that for this $18,000 check, he said, I would have forgot about it tomorrow. He said, so I need to ask you a question. In my letter, when I withdraw all my fucking business from your bank, do you want your name in that letter?
Oh.
He said that. The bank manager came over, tapped her on the shoulder, said, go to the back, pull aside. He cashed that motherfucking check. Sorry for the inconvenience. Have a nice day.
Right.
Because the thing about it is the fact that you feel like we shouldn't have that.
Right. Right.
Therein lies the problem.
Bitch, you're a bank teller.
Who the fuck are you? Right. Bitch,
okay.
you don't got that money. That ain't your money.
But it was crazy because what should have took me 30, 40 minutes to do by going to him, getting the check, he read the paperwork, he see the bottom line, write the check, I go to cash it. 30, 40 minutes. It ended up taking me 3.5, almost 4 hours to do.
Right.
Y'all know what? Our baby sis was telling me something. Y'all, listen, I told Meech early. Baby sis actually came out the house yesterday. She came over here. We went out. We had drinks and everything. But she look, there she goes. Mail-in ballots for the county won't be counted until
Won't be
tomorrow.
counted till tomorrow because of a pipe bursting by the arena. That doesn't even make no motherfucking sense. How?
Why?
I'm sorry. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Which arena? Which arena?
They only talk about State Farm or Mercedes-Benz.
Well, we went over to State Farm and wasn't no motherfucking body over there. So how many votes can they possibly need to count?
It's all the absentee ballots.
So the pipe bursting will keep them from. This is some bullshit.
See, this is what I'm talking about. If the absentee ballots were sit up there, put in those motherfucking drop boxes, the drop boxes and stuff should have been collected and taken already taken to the goddamn place. Why would you leave them there?
Right.
Why would you leave them there instead of putting them someplace secure?
Huh?
Now,
they all got. What y'all gonna say? They all got wet tomorrow. They all got wet. Is that what?
No, they became damaged and illegible to read. Okay. And right now, according to
what Akeisha got to say? What Akeisha got to say? Because I know she not heard.
This the incumbent right now is leading in our state of Georgia. In most of the swing states, he's leading.
The last time I checked, Biden was up by like 0.5% or something.
Yeah, but
anymore.
Right now, except for 3 states of the swing states, the incumbent is leading in those swing states. Arizona. Oh wait a minute, no. Arizona doesn't have those results. Florida, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio, Texas, Wisconsin. Those states, the incumbent is leading. All the votes are not in just yet. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, New Hampshire are the ones that Biden has. Nevada, Iowa, and Arizona, they have not reported anything yet. Y'all know they're still on East Coast time.
Because it says that from what I'm looking at in the electoral votes, y'all know the ones, the electoral fucking votes, the ones what they claim. So, because I don't want to hear no bullshit this time, because right now it says Biden has 131 and dumbass got 92.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
But in the actual votes, dumbass got 50.4% and Biden has 48.1.
Right. Right. And that's just right now because all of the votes are not in yet.
Yeah, all the votes are not in. So far, since they started tallying, Biden has had a slight thing over him. But like you said, it's all about the battlegrounds.
Right.
So I don't know. What did it say? Georgia, 43% of the vote, 53% reporting.
Right, that's true.
Because this is the live update. So
yeah, that's true, Amy, because it's all projections right now. Because they have to wait till all of the things come in. So that's true. It is all just projections. But yeah, most of the time they've been correct with the projections. I call foul play on this mess happening at the arena. We all should go down there and stay and watch because this smells like a steal to me. Hello?
Exactly.
Hello. How many of y'all remember when George W was running and the state that sent him over the edge was Florida, and that's the same state that his motherfucking brother was the governor of?
The same state that they found the box of votes and shit way back around the shit down the street and around the corner. That one, yeah.
So yeah.
Dumbass is leading in Georgia for the live update at 9:59. Yeah, here in Georgia, he's 55%, 55.8%, Biden 43%.
So here's the thing. What are we going to do? What's your plan of action? Yeah, you're right, Amy. It is. You're right. It's very different. The pandemic hit us in a way, honey, that has in our lifetime. You know, the last time we had the pandemic like this, and everybody was masking up, was that what 100 years ago or so? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's a whole different era, a whole different kind of way. Voting wasn't what it was today and carrying on. In fact, women couldn't even vote at that time. So, okay,
And shit, neither could we.
right. So
We
here's the
as a people,
question:
our men couldn't fight, couldn't vote either.
what are we going to do? Uh, let's say the incumbent gets in, okay, because that we have to look at it because we know what we're hoping for, but we have to get very realistic. What's going to be the plan of action for us that says, okay, this fool got another 4 years. What do we do? How do we then take our resources, our time, our efforts, and everything? What do we do to make it happen so that we can have another success? We could be successful within the 4 years. Because one of the things I will say, what has happened during this first 4 years is that those who are real hustlers have been able to get their hustle on because this fool has made it apropos, whether it was legal or otherwise, has made it apropos for the hustle to become the hustle. Okay. Now I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this, and that there is the black market hustle became the gig because he supported it.
Right.
Okay. Now those who are legal with businesses and carrying on, I still say for black people who say that Trump is the best thing for black folks, y'all still got to prove that to me. Because I still have not seen you same black folks who claiming that he's the best thing for you and your business. I still ain't seen y'all take some of these black boys off these street corners and provide jobs for these little black boys. Not just your sons and your nephews that you built a family business. I'm talking about these folks where we need you to help with the recidivism of the prisoners. How come your business does not sit up there and make a difference for those who got a criminal record or whatever? I want to hear those businesses stand up and let me hear you say what Trump has done for you in that. I want to hear those businesses who sit up there and said that, okay, since the pandemic hit, I was able to survive because of this, because there were so many black businesses that had to fold permanently. Because
Right.
they didn't
Right.
qualify for the PPE, they didn't qualify for this, they didn't qualify. Where was the stop hold for those folks?
Exactly. And then you got some of the ignorant people,
Okay,
you
where were they?
know, who
And
got
y'all say he's done so
who
much.
got the
Now,
right. There were some of the people who got, you know, the extra money, right? The extra money. The hood people who got the extra money.
uh-huh.
Y'all think that he's doing so much, but at the end of the day, you motherfuckers, he didn't give y'all that money. His poor, his poor response to this pandemic made Congress and stuff have to go through so much shit to get this money and stuff put in place. And y'all have been brainwashed to believe that this motherfucker gave it to you.
How about that? Wait a minute. Amy said something right here. People around me that support Trump talk about his economic and tax policy being best. They say Joe Biden wants to shut down the economy for 3 months if he gets elected, which will put people out of business. His economic and tax policy of what? See, the thing of it is, what he has done is what Republicans always goddamn do. They snatch everything and say, we're going to do this ourselves. But then they have nothing in place. The tax
And then
policy
they
of
get mad. They get mad because when he want to tax them rich motherfuckers.
yes.
When he want to put the
Oh, yeah.
taxes where those high ass taxes should go, now you're mad. You don't give a fuck when he taxing up us poor motherfuckers.
Listen, let me tell you
You know
something.
what I'm saying?
Y'all hear
Yeah,
me say this all the time. And I have yet for a politician to sit up and tell me this. As a single black man who have no legal dependents anymore, okay? I don't have any of my own children biologically, and I don't have any legal dependents anymore. How is it that somebody who made $14 a motherfucking hour at a donut factory could sit down there and be taxed at a 24.2% tax bracket? Where in the fuck did that make sense? And this motherfucker here, who gets, who makes what, maybe 10, 12 times my money. Okay, you only paying 10%, maybe, if that. And yet, because of what you bring to the table, or because you could write this off and write that off and write that off and get this tax break here, this tax break there, how is it that I do not get a chance to take advantage of tax breaks or whatever because I'm single with no dependent? I can't file head of household. I can't file and say I can get this. Now, if I itemize, then I got to sit down here, itemize everything, and I still don't get the earned income credit. I don't get none of that. Okay, as a single person here. So single people, we don't even qualify for any other family benefits, because whenever they talk about tax policies and what's supposed to help families, they say families. I'm a single person. I am a family. Goddamn it, it's just me. But nothing supports me. We as single people,
I feel you on that one,
in America, because we don't have anything to stand on.
Shit, if somebody would have told me about the thing we had for school, that thing, what is that school credit that we get, that we were getting. If somebody would have told me about that before, I wouldn't have known, because like now, once all my kids were grown, and now, no, I don't have no dependents or nothing like that. I can't buy all that other crazy stuff. It's just me. I'm single. It's just me. Had it not been for us being in school, it would have been like, what the fuck?
Right.
They don't care. It's like, just like I go back to the thing all the time. I have an illness which all of a sudden they have a cure for. They got stem cell transplants for the sickle cell, but if you're over 40, can't get it. Right? So which means I still have a disease that's not curable. But Georgia says I'm no longer disabled.
Right.
So now, me being single, I don't work, right? Because the pandemic, everybody know I was working at the school. I don't work, and I don't qualify for any kind of medical assistance. So if I don't have a job, how am I supposed? They tell me, well, you can go to the marketplace and get insurance. Okay, but there's no free insurance on the marketplace. And if I don't have a job, where is that minimum of $350 a month supposed to fucking come from?
Right. Right.
Where's it supposed to come from? Minimum. So right now, I don't have insurance, right? Which right now it's time for me to go back to the doctor. So I've been paying out of pocket an extra expense, because this time, like we talked about earlier, Meech, I need blood work. So it ain't just that 100. And like my doctor does pretty good. She will work with you if you pay out of pocket. But I need blood work. She don't do the blood work. The blood work got to go to the fucking lab.
Right. Right.
So what do y'all do for? How do you tell me I'm not disabled no more? So you take away my Medicare. Cool. Because I've always said Medicare shouldn't be a one-stop shop. It should be personalized for the person. Because I never said that I couldn't work when my doctors took me out of work. What happens is sometimes I'm sick for a long time. Sometimes I'm well for a long time. Sometimes I'm sick. Sometimes I'm well. That's how we go. So I could care less if y'all said, we ain't going to give you the money, but we'll make sure you have the insurance. You figure out the rest. For me, baby, because at the end of the day, my father and my mother made sure we had skills. I could do some motherfucking hair. I could cook some food. I could pour a drink. You understand? So I can never be broke, because I got skills that everybody's going to need, whether we in a pandemic, whether we no matter what. But you tell me I can't get insurance through Medicaid because I'm single with no dependents. But I have pre-existing conditions. I can't get it through that. Medicare, Social Security says you're no longer disabled. You can't get it over here.
Right.
I'm a student. Y'all know that I'm a student. I say I'm a full-time student. I don't work. I'm a full-time student. technically I live off our stipends and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So
right,
how I don't
right.
how I don't qualify? How?
This.
Y'all will give me some food stamps, but not medical. How? How does that even work? You will give me some food stamps, but you won't give me medical. How the fuck does that work? Somebody tell me. Georgia do got a marketplace.
See, and this is the big thing
yes,
right here.
Exactly, yes, they do.
Georgia, no, not the federal.
Oh, not the federal. Okay.
No,
now, even in that, how does that work?
Which is why the ACA doesn't. Which is why the ACA isn't accepted here, because for those who didn't have money to qualify, they were supposed to have opened up Medicaid so that folks could get on Medicaid. And at the time, what was our governor's name? Governor Deal. He didn't want to open up. He said no to it. He said no, hell no. And so they never opened it up. And then Kemp came right up in and said no, he wasn't going to open it, and left it the same.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's so crazy that now I gotta go back through a lawyer.
I don't like the fact that people can make decisions on the lives of others. The people that's making decisions don't have those problems. So they don't understand.
Exactly.
Really? Because I made $5,000 above the poverty level. Wait a minute. $5,000 above the poverty level, but shit, poverty level it should be non-child. The poverty level is a motherfucking joke. I had to pay $400 a month for my shitty marketplace insurance. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And it was crazy because what was on the marketplace or whatever. See, the whole idea of the ACA, everybody said, oh, it was fucked up. It was this, it was that. It was something. Now, when Obama was in office, he kept saying, okay, it's not perfect, but let's go up in here and let's iron out the wrinkles. Give me a proposal, and let's work it. Let's tweak it, But
yeah, let's fix it.
Yeah, we can. There's always room for improvement. We can fix this, but let's use this as a blueprint to say, okay, we have something. Okay, now
because I think what makes me so mad about it is I don't work most of my life. I've been paying taxes since I was like, 15?
Okay.
And now you tell me that I am a full-time student with a illness that probably could have killed me a long time ago, but God knew better. And I need some help now. You tell me I'm not disabled and then tell me I don't even qualify for Medicaid and I don't have an income. How does that work?
Right.
Because I'm 50. Now, I don't know what the fuck 50 had anything to do with it. But you tell me how that works. How that was she tell me when I get to be 60 or 65. Bitch, that's 15 years from now.
Right.
The fuck am I going to do for 15 years? I'm not saying that I'm not going to make it work and be able to afford it or whatever, but I'm talking about right here, right now. Y'all do this shit at the time where we are fucked up in this pandemic and all kinds of shit. You take They stopped my insurance in February. When did we go into all the way into this shit? February.
Right. Okay, that part.
So with my pre-existing conditions and COVID and shit, like again, how many times God said, not yet, you're a little sick, but you all right. Because I laid in that motherfucking bed for 3 weeks with that shit. Okay. But I couldn't go to the hospital because if I would have went, what y'all would have did? Just let me die because I had no insurance?
Okay, that part. Okay.
They don't give a fuck about us.
Bruh.
When Michael Jackson sung it a long time ago.
A lot of subliminal messages in the music.
Come on.
Okay. So now, what do y'all have? What do y'all have in store for the next 4 years? That's like I say, if this child stays,
Okay, let me
okay.
let me speak on that.
Go ahead, man.
Let me speak on that, then I'm done because I'm irritated like a motherfucker right now. First and foremost, I'm not gonna worry too much. I'm not gonna fret because Lord knows no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Well,
Come on now. You better bring that word in here.
Come on,
And
George.
Lord knows he is not gonna put too much on us that we cannot bear. So, first thing, let me go ahead and whip this out. We have been the #1 adaptive race to ever exist in the history of man.
Come on. You better come on.
So I don't give
true.
a fuck what this orange face ass devil do or not do. One thing and two things for sure. We survived with a motherfucking bowl of porridge. We survived with a rack of ribs. We survived with chicken only. We survived with pig parts that nobody wanted. We are the creators of the vegetarian diet. You know what I'm saying? We are the motherfuckers that got to pick the cotton, that sold the cotton, that made the fucking denim, that made the fucking cowboys. So let me explain this to you motherfuckers right now. You can't do shit to us to stop us from being us. Because what you don't give to Afro-Americans, we gonna goddamn go get it anyway. So you best just motherfucking hand it to us. Because what you don't give, we gonna take.
I was getting ready to say, we the most creative motherfuckers on the planet, and don't you ever forget it. Everything y'all do come from us. Everything y'all ever been able to prosper for. Every time I go back and I take this I heard from Dick Gregory when he had an interview on the radio and he said they ain't never created shit but the patent office. You understand? Because we didn't know. We knew how to create, but we didn't know what to do after we were able to create. So that's why, therefore, they were able to steal and take away everything. But we make something out of nothing every time. How many times have we been young and your grandmother or your mother, we was down on our luck, but your ass ate?
Okay. We need
and
to
you
be
might not
talking more about voting out state officials. States have the right to make laws that contradict federal laws in certain circumstances. Take the pandemic, for example. The federal government can't act without states' permission, leaving the responsibility on governors to do mandates all motherfucking day.
You're right.
Yeah, see, part of why I really, but I can't stand states' rights because each state has its own constitution.
Right.
Okay. And if each state has its own constitution, then that means that as long as it is somewhat congruent to the major parts of the federal constitution, then it's a go. But they still given the freedoms and liberties to run their state or run the state the way that they want to run it, which is why everybody talking about racism and this, that, and the other, which is why southern states are still that way. Here's a point, too. Oftentimes, all these damn Southerners and carrying on who still fly around that goddamn Confederate flag. Okay, there is no way in hell that Confederate flag should still represent any part of the United States of America because what the Confederacy stood for was bogus. It was a militia. It was to overturn the government because it became a government of its own. And when they lost the goddamn war.
Say that part again for the people in the back. They what?
When they lost the goddamn war. Okay, that flag should have been representative of what our history is, But nowhere in this is how come every time when I see folks who want to yield that flag all in the name of talking about, oh, this is my heritage, this is my pride, and this is my history. No, bitch, that is your allegiance. Because you're not supposed to fly that flag with the American flag. I take offense to that. How in the fuck do you fly the Confederacy flag and the American flag at the same motherfucking time when you lost the goddamn war?
I can answer that.
Well,
One word.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One word. Ignorance.
I'm a double down on that and say stupidity, because ignorance means that you don't know, and willing to learn. Stupidity is you know what the fuck it is. You just choose to do it that way anyway.
Let me tell you something. They don't know. They only know what their daddies and their granddaddies told them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. First of all, listen. Like I always said, it should be in a museum.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem with a museum. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I done told you a million times. If you got a Confederate
without slaves. Exactly.
I feel like y'all know I feel like this. If you got your Confederate flag flying on your door, on your porch, you know why I'm okay with that? Well, I say it all the time. When I say, Red, if I break down in the middle of the motherfucking night, I know not to knock on your door. I ain't got a problem with you, motherfucker. Keep your flag on your door, on your house. I got a problem with it being on state buildings and shit like that, federal buildings, state buildings, courthouses, shit like that. It should not be there. But if that's your personal choice to have it on your little flagpole outside your door in the house that you own, go right the fuck ahead.
Nikki, you know
because, what? Because, bitch, I might be.
You're right to feel that way because, you know what? I got what I got. You got what you got. You believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. The truth is the only thing that stands in between us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, what's up, Tracy? And what I'm saying is, it's a guy still today, bro, riding around McDonough. And he has a raggedy ass pickup truck. It's a Chevy pickup truck. It's navy blue. And he got an American flag, a Confederate flag, and a Trump flag flying off the back of his shit. And I see him every day on some street in McDonough. Riding through.
Hey, EJ.
American ran from the Queen and the debt. They started a nation, the Republic of the United States. Immigration to the U.S. pushed them to the middle of the land. They used black folks as property and insurance. I
feel whatever happened to that bullshit they taught us in school when you doing the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh Lord.
I'm about to say because the shit say one nation under God, right? One nation. Okay. So how are we one nation, but every state can do what the fuck they want to do?
I've always
the government, the federal government can say this is what it is.
Wait a minute,
why the fuck don't they even get to say anything?
Nikki, what's the next word? One nation under God. What's the next word?
Indivisible.
Indivisible with liberty and justice for all. For who? For who?
So you just said we are one. We cannot be divided. And everything that's coming to us is for everybody here.
That's what it said. Remember? Look, remember when we had what time it came on? Right after we got in class?
Right after school bell
rang. Brainwashing the shit out. Look, they brainwashing the shit out of us. We don't even know what the fuck we saying. That it don't include us.
I might be some type of prodigy. You know why? I just thought about something. In the third grade, the first time I got suspended from school because they damn.
You got suspended third.
I got suspended for the Pledge of Allegiance because they got up there and they was doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and I put on these damn. You know how everybody lined up doing it.
Right.
I put on these fucking shades that flicker, their flashlight eyes. So when they were standing there, I was flickering my motherfucking eyes like I was at a rock concert.
I hate them. I hate
I'm
him.
not.
And the principal was
Since
going.
the 3rd grade.
They was like, get him. And I was just flickering my
Well,
motherfucking
y'all
shit.
know when I got to the 4th grade, that's when my mom switches like to the Catholic school, right? So the Pledge of Allegiance and shit wasn't something that I was used to because I went to an Islamic school at first.
Right.
You wasn't saying that shit.
Right.
So I'm standing there like, what the fuck? But you know, I'm saying everybody else saying it. My mom and them ain't told me not to say it. I don't think anybody ever even thought about it for real. And we brainwashed as kids to say this shit and to not even know that everything that they're saying has not a damn thing to do with us. Because none of that shit was written for us.
Right.
So you got little black kids walking around, little black and brown, you know, minority kids saying this thing. It's just like the prayers that we say or the meditation that we listen to. It's embedded in your head, right? So it's like a prayer, it's like a spell, it's whatever. This is embedded in your head. So as a child, you are saying something because it's going in your head for you to believe this is what this is. And then, little black boy, you turn 10 or 11 or 12, and now you fit the description. How? Well, you just told me that we one nation under God. And with liberty and justice for all. How the fuck some you been breaking in my head since I was a baby damn near, since kindergarten for the kids who did go to public school. And I might have you in Catholic school, they say it too. Depending on what kind of private school you go to, you will still be saying it. So you've been embedding this in their heads since kindergarten. And then all of a sudden, that same little boy who wanted to be a fireman or policeman and all that old kind of stuff, now he hating all authority because he fits your description.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
And what do we do to change
back.
that? Trump or Biden? Like Meech said, what we gonna do? If Trump in office, ain't shit we gonna be able to do about it. So that means we need to start being on people's asses, staying on the local government. What the fuck y'all gonna do for us?
Yeah, because
if the federal government,
at the end of the day, regardless of if his jackass self was back in there, all you would have to do is motherfucking put the pressure on.
We stayed on top of our shit the way other races stay on top of their shit to get what they want, then we would get what we want. We sit up here, we bitch and complain, but don't nobody go to find out what's going on in your local thing. I asked Meech today, I said, Meech, if I want to run for some kind of office, like I want to pay attention to what he does on Biden, to just learn how local offices and stuff go, right? What do I do? Who do I go to? Because here's my dilemma. I live in College Park, Georgia. But College Park's city council isn't the same as mine because technically I'm in Clayton County. But I live in College Park, but if you look at my address says Atlanta, Georgia. So technically I'm in 3 places at once. So I don't even know who the hell. So if anybody who know this politics stuff, I don't even know who the hell I would reach out to see what it is I could do in my local park. Because technically I live in 3 places at once. Well, because most of College Park is Fulton County.
The area you live in, let me tell you, when I had my major accident, God, thank God we here. But when
up the street.
Okay, when we had the accident, right? My front end was in College Park, and my back end was in Forest Park.
Oh yeah, because they just drew them lines. So College Park and South Fulton, right?
South Fulton was the rear end of my car. No, South Fulton was the rear end of my car. College Park was the front end of my car. I had 2 sets of police officers there.
Right. And what they do, Red? What they do? They don't know who the fuck to take it, right?
They was battling between jurisdictions. They was having a dick war, sword fight. I was like, this is the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life.
Hey, Amy, you know what? I ain't seen Eric in here tonight. Is Eric here today?
I don't know. Buck might be goddamn recruiting from his birthday.
I know. I told him, welcome to the club. You in the 50 club. Well, Amy, if you in here, honey, because somebody help me with this. I really need to know because I do want to be able to get involved in my local politics stuff, like just little councils and stuff like that, so I can learn what's going on where I am. But because technically I'm in 3 places at once, I don't know where to start. So anybody, Amy, I know you be on it. Y'all be on it. Y'all investigate the shit out of everything. So if y'all can find out what I need to do, what direction I need to be pointed in, then somebody let me know. I'm going to start working on it myself. But if anybody in here can help, let me know, because I really thought that was crazy. Like I was like, Meech, like, well, where do I go? Because he was like, well, technically you South Fulton. And I'm like, but I'm not, because my house says I'm in Clayton. When I go to vote, it says I'm Clayton County. My driver's license says that I live in Atlanta. But this area says I'm in College Park.
So
And I would say again,
maybe they have to deliver your mail 3 times before you get there.
I hate you.
What it
you
is,
get on my fucking nerves.
What it is, because from time to time, I still get mail that'll say Atlanta, you know, instead of College Park. But like I said, where you live, you are not in incorporated College Park, which means that a lot of that particular part of the city it's Clayton County jurisdiction. So you're in Clayton County. But now that the city of South Fulton has become a city, you are now considered a part of the city of South Fulton, even though you have a College Park address. Because what they have not done was start to gerrymander all of the property lines they're carrying on, and then go in there and to change the city legally.
Where she lives at is considered an unincorporated area?
Yeah. At one point, but it is now because it's a new city.
So it's corporated or unincorporated?
It should be corporated now because it's the city of South Fulton.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, damn.
So does that make me stop? So the city of South Fulton, but I'll still be in Clayton County?
Well, yeah, because Clayton County, yeah, you're on that county line. Yeah, you're in Clayton County. That's why you got to do what we vote.
I was learning about that stuff when I lived in Gwinnett County, right?
Uh-huh.
The club that I used to doggone throw all my promotions at, they was in the corporated side, right?
Uh-huh.
But directly across the street, a 2-lane highway that ran in front of the club.
Right.
I mean, right across the street. Like walk out the parking lot, cross the street, and step on the dirt, and you're unincorporated.
Right.
Right.
So what I came to realize once I was talking to a few officers, that on the side where the club was at, the laws mattered and everything, but on the other side, you can sell, coochie or whatever, and nobody can say nothing to you.
And nobody can say anything because it's unincorporated, and it doesn't have the city's jurisdiction, which means that, like, if something like with Red's accident, if the city of South Fulton did not exist, that would still be unincorporated College Park, which means that most of the time the sheriff's department would have been out there to handle that, and not College Park Police.
And that's what I figured out when because I started asking questions because I was wondering why, if you're trying to sell pussy on the night and I'm throwing a party in my club and the cops locking them up and putting them in the car, but if she walking across the street, he telling her just get on, going about your business. So I used to tell the girls that come up there to go across the street. Like,
well, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
And it might seem dumb to y'all, but y'all know ain't no question dumb. You know, if you don't ask it, that be dumb. Do you always have to be a cop before you could be can I run for sheriffs if I wanted to?
No, you don't have to be no police.
You could run. Anybody could run, but the qualifications are you would have to known the job.
Oh, I can get to learn that, but I'm saying, would I have had to be a police officer first? Is that like a number one qualification?
Not that I'm aware of.
You got to remember this.
How often do they?
You got to remember this, Nikki. Correctional officers in some states are sheriffs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
that's right. That's right.
some of the correctional officers, our sheriff, they go through the exact same sheriff program. They put on the sheriff badge and they carry the sheriff name.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
The
in
reason
Chicago.
why I'm asking, because since we are here in Clayton County, and I'm technically in Clayton County, I don't particularly like the damn sheriff. And the motherfucker ran unopposed this time.
Which is right.
And,
so that means he's
and fuck
automatically.
no, I didn't vote for his ass, even though I know he will be automatically voted in. I should have put Donald Duck or Goofy or Mickey Mouse in that motherfucking write-in.
Well,
But I put my name in. But I put my name in there. So I'm thinking about maybe learning. I might learn. I might go back and get a criminal justice degree.
Well,
I'm just saying. I just needed to know the qualifications. I'm just saying. If we say we want to make a change, we got to start with ourselves.
They tried to put one of the enemies on my ballot on there as a tax commissioner, so I got them typed in my name. So.
Well,
I typed in my name for the shit. I swear to God, because I didn't know that we weren't able to just skip over somebody for that particular thing. So when I got to the end of my vote, I voted early. When I got to the end of the ballot thing, if you do something wrong, it make you go back. And I was like, they gonna make me vote for this motherfucker? I don't like him. And then when it said you could write in the vote, I didn't even know that you could really do that. Like they was like write in, and I'm still thinking that meant somebody who was running, but and I just typed my name in. I was like, if this shit go through, it go through. I just typed my name and it kept on the fuck going. Because I'm not giving you my vote. I don't give a fuck. Oh, that's for me?
Yeah. City of South Fortune, ga.gov, darling. And that's,
right.
You know what? And I'm glad that you raised that, because see, what happens is that oftentimes many of us don't know the local politics. You don't know this, that, and that, which is why the local elections are always most important to you. Because for those who say their vote don't matter, the local politics is where it matters probably the most, because you're right there in your city. You're right there. You're tangible. Your tax dollars directly affect your city. And y'all, when Stan was here, y'all know Stan say this all the time. And ever since he said this, it has opened up my mind to those possibilities of jury duty and carrying on.
I said that.
We talk about reforming the prison system and how to do better with this, that, and the other. And we get mad because we don't have a jury of our peers. Well, damn it.
Remember, I just talked about this.
Trying to shuck and jive it. So, and then, of course, our culture is real big on don't want to snitch on nobody. Well, hell, it's the lawyer's jobs to make sure that they weed out folks who they feel are going to be a hindrance to the case. Okay, it's their job to do that. So if we have a bigger and better pool of people, okay, they won't have to leave us as alternate jurors and carrying on. We need to be able.
Come on.
Okay. They have not. We have not given the system amount of time to see us in the plethora so that they can have more to choose from. So
remember, Mitch, I just talked about that. We talked about that when I got back. Y'all know I couldn't say I still can't say a whole lot about what was going on with my son. I'll probably be able to say a little bit more maybe in the next coming weeks. But I had to say that we can't get mad when we go in that courtroom and we look and we say, that's not a jury of that person's peers. When all we do is every time that juror thing come, you make up excuse on why you can't go. I had to realize that because I was one of them people back in the day. I got a jury notice one time. I was like, listen, I don't fuck with the police. I don't like y'all. Y'all lock my brother up for life. Even though in my mind, my brother did some fucked up shit.
Right.
I knew it. Everybody knew it. But it wasn't even about my brother. It was about I don't want to go to jury duty. And as I
How
got
about that?
older, I start realizing we start seeing shit on TV. And it's like, damn, well, how the fuck? That ain't a jury of our peers. Well, the jury of our peers start with us. With us, stop trying to get out of going to jury duty.
How about that? Listen, voting in Alabama meant that there were majority Republicans on the ballot, so I had a little fun. Naturally, I wrote in the following: Elmo, Big Bird, Yoko Ono, Ringo Starr, a public toilet, an Apache helicopter, Harambe, and Keanu Reeves.
You better come on through, Amy.
I'm
Go
sick
ahead,
of you.
Amy.
Not a public toilet.
And speaking of that other thing, remember that other thing we were talking about today, Meech? Hey, Eric, we was looking for you. Yes, not enough people.
Trying to be part of the overall process.
Meech, remember what we talked about today? When you register, they make us say if we're Republican, Democrat, or Independent. So when you get your ballot, all you're getting is Republican or Democrat or Independent.
Right.
What the fuck if it might be a goddamn Republican that's actually going to do some shit that I like? I don't want to vote for the rest of them motherfuckers. I just want to vote for that one.
Right.
But you telling me I can't because I've registered as a Democrat. I don't think that's right. We should be able to vote for whoever the fuck we want to vote for. Not because of the party, but because of the person and what they stand for.
Right.
That has to be a law that we need to be able to learn how to fight to get changed.
That's why we have to fight on the political sense, because the parties are doing all that. You know, do y'all realize during the primaries, if you say that you're independent, I had to do this once with the primary elections for the first go round when the incumbent and Hillary Clinton were running. I had said, "Oh, I'm independent," and because I had said that, child, they gave me a ballot that didn't have their names on it at all because I was an independent voter. And I was like, why do we have to do that? Yeah, Amy said that's only for the primaries, which is, yeah, this is true. It's only for the primaries, but it shouldn't be. Because number one, remember they told us that all of our votes were supposed to be secret? And you're not supposed, it's personal and it's private. Well, it ain't all that goddamn personal or private. Because damn,
you already know that I'm a Democrat.
You know exactly, you have an idea what the fuck I'm going to do. And because you sit down there and number the ballots, so you know what number you gave me according to my name, that's why you write it down on the little piece of paper. Okay? To say what ballot that I had. Okay, if you're going to go back through and understand what's going on. So there's nothing in this that says that our vote is private or whatever the case may be. At the same time, we have got to sit up there and say, if I'm coming to a primary, I don't need for y'all to sit down there and try to swing a vote. See, that's another thing of voter suppression. If I say I'm an independent, okay, you don't know what candidate touched me. Okay, and just because there's not an independent candidate on the ballot does not mean that I still don't have a vote. Now that's what this is fucked up about. It does not. They just don't give it to us the way that it ought to be.
All this shit is just like, we're going to have to be so into whatever is going on. Like, we have to get more involved. And that's just period. It right. Like you say all the time, Meech, it starts with our local stuff. Because why do you think the people in the way big top shit give a fuck about us when we can't even take care of what's going on right here down the street from our house?
Y'all don't know about y'all aldermans, the goddamn dog catcher, okay, right. Animal rights control. Those particular positions that I know they seem tedious, and it seemed like because I'm not an animal lover, so what do I need to know about the dog catcher for? Because your grandma or your neighbor down the street, the cat lady, they are. So if one of her cats come up missing, or she's having a problem trying to get somebody to take her seriously, you the one that voted this motherfucker up in here. Okay, the animal rights control or humane society right. Control. Okay, you the one that did all that. Okay, so those are the things that become very important tonight. It is the grandest. I think this is probably the grandest election in our history because of what's on the table. Okay, and the major thing that's on the table right now was healthcare, healthcare, and economy because of the pandemic. Okay, I am too, Amy. I am too. To be honest, I'm upset that you have to say independent instead of libertarian, Green Party, etc. And you know what? Here's the thing. What pisses me off is that there was a libertarian candidate for president, but they wasn't invited to none of the goddamn debates or anything. So I'm like, why do we even entertain that? If we entertain those parties, how come they can't have a seat at the goddamn table?
They couldn't debate. Most of us don't know nothing about them.
I don't know nothing about them.
You know what it is? It's money. It comes down to the money. They ain't got enough money. Ain't nobody gonna hear them. And that's so messed up.
How about that? Okay.
We should. Because it ain't nothing about what they say it is.
Tracy, you too. He said this election is driving me crazy tonight. Honey, it's gonna be what it is. I'm prepared to accept Biden because that's who I want to come through. But, child,
he has 100. He has 118 electoral votes right now, and 99 to dumbass.
No, what I just saw, he got 108 now, honey. Refresh.
Who? Dumbass?
Yeah, he's up to 108 electorals projected. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. I was on the I was on my Google Live feed. I wasn't on a projection, I don't think, because it was saying votes counted and stuff like that. Ones that were already counted.
Right. Well, I'm saying this here is what this is as far as the projected electorals. Y'all know what? I have a board game here, and it's called the election. It was. I've never played it. I've never played it, but it is about how. Yeah.
You're right, Mitch. He said 108, but Biden is 131.
Right. And remember, all of these are projected numbers because they haven't called the states yet. And carrying on because they still got the absentee ballots and all those other things to work out. However, according to the science and whatever their calculations are, this is how they project it.
Joe Jorgensen, is that how you say her name? Jorgensen. She was Libertarian Party, and Howie Hawkins was Green Party.
Mm-hmm.
They got a couple votes though. Miss Joe.
She's not better than me. Okay, you feel it?
Right.
You know what? I don't know because the board game was created by. I still can't believe so many people are approving that child. I know. The board game was created by an African. Okay. He was my coworker when I worked around at the Western Atlanta airport. And I had just started the radio show at the time. And so he had given me the board game because he wanted me to help him to promote it. And I did a little bit of it because I thought it would be a wonderful tool to get it into the school system. Okay. And Karen, wait a minute, y'all hold on. Let me. I'm gonna go out and go get the game because I'm gonna show y'all the game. Yes, there are commandments that give up rights and see people of color as whole, but we also know that there are some people in this country that holds the construction as word constitution as word of law. And if a document that powerful states that people of color is only considered 1/3 of a person, and people was okay with that then. And now imagine how
they okay with it now.
And to change it could bring if the same document was rewritten and considered people of color as a whole person. That's a good point. That's a good point, Tay. That's a real good point. Imagine what it was.
They been knew that we needed to. They been knew that we needed to rewrite that shit.
Hell yeah.
They been knew that. Like, come on. Y'all know, at the end of the day, if any politician, even the ones who are black, or you say you're for black people, and Mr. Biden, I'm talking to you too. Y'all know that shit is messed up, and it needs to be changed. Congress, y'all know that shit needs to be changed. Y'all keep acting like those words aren't there. You got so many people who believe to this day that that shit is written the way it's written, and they believe it as it is written. They don't look at us as whole people. They don't give a damn how many times we scream in their face and tell you we are women, we are men. They don't give a damn. Okay? They do not care. All they care about is we are who they say we are. And as long as that paper is allowed to say that's who we are, then that's all they're going to have to think.
Well, I'm telling my people.
Y'all, hey, Red.
I'm telling my people right now, stand by and stand down.
Yeah, Philly, I'm shouting out to y'all right now. Y'all already got the National Guard there for the incident that happened last week. Please don't tear our city up if this asshole wins again. Because tearing up our city is tearing up our shit. When y'all tear up shit in our neighborhoods and shit like that, think about the elders in your neighborhood. When y'all go looting at the local stores and the local pharmacies, I know my father was one of them. My father couldn't get his medicine because they looted the pharmacies and shit near his house. And my father has an oxygen tank. He had to go way up. Anybody from Philly know? My dad lived down in Kensington. He had to go way up to the northeast to be able to get his medicine. Think about your elders and stuff in your neighborhoods who can't get far, who depend on them local stores to be able to get the stuff that they need for their house, they food, they medicine, just basic necessities. Don't tear up our shit because y'all mad. And quiet as it's kept, the most of y'all that's tearing up the shit don't even give a fuck about what's really happening. Y'all tearing it up because y'all heard some shit. Y'all like, fuck it, we gonna go steal something. Stop it. The shit is ridiculous. It makes no sense. Burning down our own shit. They don't give a fuck when we burn down our own shit, black people. They don't care. What they sit back and say is, look at these dumbasses tearing up their shit again. That's
Right,
on them.
that part.
They ain't gonna have nothing. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. And I'm not saying, because don't get me mistaken. Oh, okay, Tay. Don't get me mistaken, because I don't think them sit-ins and all that quiet shit work either. But if we in their face and in them council meetings, like that young lady was last week, when she ripped their asses a new one in that council meeting,
Right.
when she read their asses for filth from cover to cover, we got to be able to show up like that to let them know we're not taking the shit no more. Start knowing what's going on where you live. Start being able to call these motherfuckers out on their bullshit. Start being able to call them on the promises that they made when they got your goddamn vote.
Right.
That's what they're going to pay attention to. They're not paying attention to our peaceful protests. They're not paying attention to us tearing up shit. They don't give a fuck about that. Because in their minds, we not smart enough to know what the fuck is going on.
Right. That part. Now listen, I done came back, child. I done had this damn game up in the motherfucking closet all this time, and now that I want to show it off, I can't find the bitch. Okay.
What was in the closet?
It was it was up in the closet.
Because remember that time, there was a time when we took a bunch of stuff out of there.
Yeah.
I don't remember taking no games, but I'm just saying.
I got here's the thing. I remember.
Eric, you know she tore their asses up. I watched it over and over again. I'm like, yes, bitch, cut some out. Girl, go ahead, Amy. Don't bite your nails off, boo. Fine. Get some sunflower seeds.
Right. Okay. I know that's right. Yeah. Fuck the shit out some sunflower seeds out of it. Okay. But what I
If y'all
did
need to, Meech got 1,000,001 things of snacks at his house. Look. Black Heritage Tree. Oh, you need to bring that over here. Y'all, we need to have a game night. Dish and tea game night.
Okay.
It all depends.
I would love that.
Give me one. Pull the first card.
I can't.
Okay, well, hold on.
Look, I was about to say, here come the ignorant. Look, here come. Look at him. He waiting for it. He waiting.
No, because believe it or not, I haven't even played this one either.
Nigga, pull the card before I got them come over there.
I'm gonna pull
I told you he got, look, he like Baby D right now. He got all the snacks.
He got all the snacks.
Okay.
He got good snacks too.
He got a whole left side of the refrigerator dedicated to mama.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pull a card. All right, we got this one here.
Read it.
Wait a minute. Okay. Martin Luther King Jr. Day was started on what day and year?
Love you too. Sorry, y'all. Oh shit, I don't remember.
It started
because I was gonna say because it's not on his birthday. It's like on the 17th, right? And his birthday is the 15th or something like that.
Right, but
you said when did it start?
When did it start? The national holiday on what day?
Oh, the national one. Oh shit! I'm about to cheat.
I better say 80 something.
Right.
Damn, I'm smart.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
January 15th, his birthday, 1986.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to say, because I know the 15th, but then they changed it to it because it was like 2 days after his birthday or something.
But what happened is what they did was like they do with all holidays. His birthday is the actual holiday, but then what they do for federal, for companies that carry on, they make that Monday the holiday.
The holiday. Okay, so we can get paid. Yeah.
Right.
But even when they made it the federal holiday, wasn't it when, who was that? Nevada, Arizona, somebody?
Yeah, it's a few states. It's still a few states that don't recognize it. Yeah.
What? Now still?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought they had finally came around.
I don't remember that.
You get on my nerves, Red.
Who was the first Black woman admitted to the Mississippi bar?
Oh shit!
You said the first Black woman admitted to the Mississippi bar.
To the Mississippi bar.
Did they have peanuts and oysters and shit at the bar?
Somebody said something. Who said something? D-Night?
That's my daughter over here talking about some Barbara Jordan. That's not right. Good answers though, but not right.
Okay.
Shut up, fool. Talking about some Phyllis Hyman.
What the hell?
Okay, y'all want to know? That was Marion Edelman. Now, what would be the bonus to find out what year? But they don't ask that. Robert E. Lee wanted Black troops in the Confederate Army. True or false?
True.
True.
That's true. Name the Black woman who wrote A Voice from the South by a Black woman of the South.
You said a voice from the South by a Black
voice from the South by a Black woman from the South.
According to J. Storr, published in 1892, A Voice from the South is the only book published by one of the most prominent African-American women scholars and educators of her era. Born a slave, Anna J.
Cooper.
Yeah.
I think is it Cooper?
Cooper. Okay.
As much as I read, I don't know who that is.
Who was called the Black Edison?
The Black Edison.
Everybody who invented something. Look, everybody who invented something besides his ass.
The first nigga to light a blunt.
The Black
Okay.
Edison. Was it Carver?
No.
I don't know. Let me see.
Black Edison.
Uh-huh.
Granville Woods.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Granville P. Woods. Uh-huh. And the last one from this
The
card.
Edison, look, and then Edison should have been named him. He should have been the white
Exactly.
Granville Woods.
And there you have it. Who was called the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans?
Marie Laveau.
Right.
I know that because y'all know I studies that. Look.
Okay, so that there is one of the cards. Now I don't know how this game.
She was one of them beaches, huh?
Okay.
I love her. I have studied her, and it's not a lot on her though. They don't have a lot of stuff in print about her, but the stuff that they have, I've reached her. Well, when I started doing Creole Queens, I needed to.
So that there is basically, it's just trivia and carrying on, and
I like that. I need to get that for the kids.
Oh God, I've had this game for years, and I have never played it because I wanted to keep it together, but I had never. We had got away from doing board games and stuff.
I got some Black history for you.
Huh?
I got some Black history for you.
Exactly.
Who was the first pimp to lose all his bitches, make one phone call and get a busload more?
I hate
Dolomite. Shit.
I absolutely hate this motherfucker.
Who? Fillmore
Slim.
Who the fuck is that?
He took all his bitches.
Iceberg Slim?
And he got down, and the motherfuckers thought he was a weak pimp, and the niggas knocked all his hoes, and he got on the phone and said, y'all stupid as fuck. That was goddamn motherfucking the fucking novice. Let me bring in the 18.
Right. You know what?
I hear that. Somebody said Trump or Biden.
Okay, I voted blue, honey. I wanted blue, honey. I wanted blue. Tremaine says, what difference does it really make? These people have been manipulating us since after slavery, and we were never ever free to begin with, and they will do what they want, like they have done always done since the beginning of time. Did you vote, Tremaine? I'll take with something like that. You did not vote, and I want to get it. And this is not a judgment call, but let's go there because I want to know. With that, what is it that you're doing to make that right? What are you doing to survive? Because if that's something that you believe, what is it that you're doing that's going to take you over the rainbow, honey? That's going to sustain you, and that's going to keep you up and up. Because a lot of folks feel that way. So, what are you doing to help change that? What are you doing to help change it? Or are you part of the manipulating game? Do you manipulate others just because you want to get around it? How in the hell this thing is not charging? This is ridiculous.
What's not charging?
My phone, but it told me that it was charging slow. Okay, because I got it connected to
need another fast charger? Oh, yeah, you need to put it on the thing. When you put it in a computer, it charges slow. It don't even matter even if your computer is new. I don't know what that's for.
Yeah.
Even when you got the fast charging cables. Because if I charge my fast charging cable in the computer, slow, put it back in the fast charging box, it charge real quick. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. Who knows, child? But what
I want that person to make sure I hope they send a response. I hope they send a response. And I always say this, because I know as a people, we always say it don't matter who we vote for, we still gonna be who we gonna be. And like I told my daughter today, not Cole, because Cole was excited to vote, but like I told my other daughter, I want to vote, even if I believe that in the back of my head, I want to vote just in case my vote counts. I would rather be there than to not be there. You know how you do something, you say, I'd rather have more than enough than not enough. I feel like that about voting. Even if our votes are not really counting, just by the little smidge that it might count, might make a difference, then I'd rather be there than not be there.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a lot of us who feel like our vote don't count. I mean, I think in the back of my mind sometimes I don't believe our votes count. But guess what? I'm gonna get out there just in case I'm wrong. I'll be all right with being wrong. So I'm gonna make sure I vote just in case.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on? Greetings from Detroit, Michigan. International
Hey, detail.
renowned fashion designer Vaughn Jaries. He's my costume.
Come on,
When
I
I go
love it.
home, this is who I'm going to perform for, y'all.
Oh, okay. Hi. We mad we can't come.
I'm a survivor. And just turned 54 back in September, but he
I hear
couldn't
that.
celebrate it because he was dealing with Miss COVID. So we're gonna go in, and I
Oh
almost canceled,
wow.
child, because I heard Michigan became a hot spot. Yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
I had to pray on that, Lord, what we gonna do? Because I had got a phone call the other day. They was like, "Child, we got 3,100 cases." I said, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And then how shit is shutting down and carried on because you know they really trying to shut it down again. But a lot of the children there are very defiant with the governor. And our economy got this, our economy. And it's like, bitches, you ain't gonna have one if you fucking sick.
And then they
If you
said, because this is the only virus I ever heard
sick,
make you sicker when it's cold as opposed to when it's hot. So now here come winter. Because I never heard of anything. Remember, they always told us when it got cold, the germs get killed.
right,
Kill it with the cold. But this shit,
right.
it feeds. Apparently, the cold is that's what we have been
The
talking
real
about when
question now
we were
will be
looking for
win or
you
lose. What
earlier.
can we do to make our vote count more? Yeah,
We were
that there,
we were talking
and
about that
we
earlier.
still haven't really answered the question. We talked about it, but we still haven't really answered the question because uh, it's damn near rhetorical. But at the same time, a lot of us are trying to hold out for hope. Also at the same time, what we need to do is we got to plan and prepare. COVID, you know, we end up doing that in the meantime. You know, COVID hit, we got bored and carried on, and so we had to make plans to do some other things. So some shit got to happen, and that's fine. Uh, but what ended, but now where do we go from here? It becomes the question because it's like, okay, whether your guy, whether you red or blue, honey, I prefer to be purple. Okay, red or blue. Okay, whoever wins, and it's confirmed that they won. What then does that mean for you, your business? What does that mean for your schools? What does that mean for this economy? What does it mean for your personal safety? What does that mean for your household? Because even though for those of you who say you don't believe in politics, for those of you who say that uh uh that this here is not the tea for you, honey, we are still involved with it because as long as you spit in a coin, trust and believe that this here is going to affect you in some kind of way. Okay.
Some kind of way. Hey, I
The
have
flu is the
news.
same. Okay.
So,
What?
I have news. Georgia Senate special election result projected to go to a runoff. Warnock advances, but Kelly and Doug won't have a runoff. It looks like January the 5th.
Oh well,
I
yeah,
don't like that
yeah.
bitch Kelly.
Because they had two candidates. I don't like that motherfucker Collins. I can't
I don't
no,
like neither one of
I
them.
can't with
I
him.
don't like Doug Collins and I don't like Kelly. Kelly said that fly shit about the Black Lives Matter shit, remember with the WNBA. Cause she owns part of
Right.
our team, of the Dream. Yeah.
On the, yeah,
I didn't like Doug Collins to begin with, but I didn't like her ass either.
yeah. He said, all we got to do is keep
Well, we
praying and
got
stay
to keep
safe. We got to
praying.
do more than pray, child. And the reason why I say that
Yeah, we
is
got
because a
to
lot
be
of folks
safe.
pray, but they don't put no action behind their prayer. A lot of people do not put their action behind the prayer, and they have to understand, honey, it's more than just praying. You got to praise, honey. Praise is what this is. You got to be, see, you know what the attitude of gratitude and understanding what we have and being appreciative of life, being appreciative of the things that you have, being willing to let go of shit that serves you no good. And no, I'm talking to the choir because no, I'm looking around this old disgusting ass apartment. Okay, fuck you. Okay, Christ. I don't need no goddamn amen going on that shit. Okay. I love you back, bitch. No company. Oh. But we have to be willing to do the work. There's a quote from a book that I read called "Go to Hell" by Reverend Alfreda Lenoir, and in there she said, "Life shows up so that you show up."
Mm.
And honey, ever since I read that, baby, that's just been rocking my soul ever since. Life shows up so that you show up. Okay. And oftentimes, we forget that part. Oftentimes we forget that we have to participate in the miracle. We have to participate because I tell you, I say this all the time. For traditional
Prayer
children
without
who like to
works.
teach that Jesus turned the water, he didn't do it right away. He told them, "Go get the new skins and bring them to me," and then he takes the water to wine. Okay, he said, "Go get it and bring it to me," and then, okay. And that's what, a lot of that, we forget that we have our part to do in it. So in this, with the pandemic doing and the cases rising and carrying on, we have got to know that we have to do everything that we need to do to sustain. We have to sustain. That means wear your mask. Okay. Get your hand sanitizer when you can't wash your hands. Okay. And then now I'm a people person. I know we'll be around for all the time, but we can't right now. If we go ahead on and stop it right now, we could then repair it on the back end. But everybody trying to sit up here and fit and fuck with it, trying to intermingle now, to where they're prolonging it. And the more you prolong it, then we got all these goddamn cases. And now, just like everything else,
What the hell was that?
now we got COVID-related illnesses. Okay. Meaning that, okay, you had COVID or whatever, or you was exposed to COVID, but now because you done caught something else, it would be due, it's like a comorbidity. It's kind of like when you got pneumonia or the flu, but yet it turns into pneumonia.
Oh God. I've been
Okay,
there.
then you got something, or you got the flu, or you got a cold, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you got a backache and you got this ache and that ache, because it's a cold related. Now you got to take Tylenol and pain relievers because your head hurt and this, that, hurt. All of that shit is related. So listen, you asked me how to, to some degree, you as a whole need to take some more active part in the overall process. Exactly. I voted early. So did I. Tracy.
We did. So did we, Tracy.
Protecting California providing that is good. Puts him over 200 electorals. Oh, that's cute if they do. Okay.
Come on.
Because I'm a COVID-19 survivor and I'm very careful who I'm around and where I go. We have to be. We have to be. And right now, my whole thing is to get the thing contained.
We gotta think about
now, y'all know when we were kids and carrying on. What?
No, I was waiting for you. You said when we were kids and carrying on. Finish.
Yeah, we got a delay going on. So okay. Yeah. Well, when we were
I was
kids,
like, wait,
remember,
what the hell?
right. when we were kids, you know, we were always taught about germs. Remember, everything was germy. You don't do this because it's germs. You don't do that because it's germs.
Don't
And y'all
touch
heard me
that.
say
Don't
that a few
touch that.
times
Wash your
before.
hands.
Right. Wash your hands. We taught. See, a lot of this stuff is just going back to basics that we have gotten away from because we've taken shit for granted. You know, the kind of cleaning and stuff that they're saying that they want us to do nowadays. That was every Saturday. Remember when we used to have to? That was household chores on Saturdays. You had to do your
Them
baseboard.
goddamn baseboards. If it was summertime, the motherfucking steps. My grandmother had the white steps. Got out there with that scrub brush and that Comet.
And
Okay.
Comet with blue.
Listen, and my grandmother, y'all know my grandmother was
Or that
handicapped.
goddamn Bonami.
Or that motherfucking white cap. Remember the white cap, Ponto? You put it in the motherfucker, it look brown in the bottle. You put it in the water, it turn white. Or the crinoline.
Oh, Lysol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the crinoline? Crinoline. Shit smelled like the hospital. Okay. That was every week for us. You dusting the shit out the china cabinet.
Exactly.
Plates that we don't use until Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter.
Thanksgiving or Christmas, but you gotta dust it out. Yeah.
But you better not break one of them motherfuckers. I tell you that goddamn much.
That's my good china, honey. Right.
Okay.
That's my good china.
And if you had the house that had the plastic on your motherfucking furniture, you was Windex in that motherfucking plastic.
Hello. Because everybody sweat on it. You have to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
how many of y'all had,
how many of you had
the good china in the house where you had the S&H green stamps to get it?
Yes.
I remember those stamps. My grandma used to have them. Yup, I remember. Oh!
You got them and you had to take a stamp, put them in the book. Yeah. Oh, honey, and don't you better not leave out that stuff without getting my damn stamp. Because you had to get it at the end of your purchase.
Remember we was talking about the games and stuff.
Right.
Who mom and them had them in there playing Pekino with the damn pennies?
Oh, child, that. Yeah, we played that.
It just flashed in my head just now. You had all these pennies and we're in there playing Pekino. Right now, I can't even remember how to fucking play it, but I remember we played it all the damn time.
Okay.
You know, I asked somebody the other day, a kid, I said, do you know what Chinese checkers is? And they looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking
about?
No
motherfucking clue.
Yeah, fucking clue.
No clue. Y'all remember when the little girls who used to take like the string, like a shoestring tied together and do the thing on your finger? You know what I'm talking about, Mitch? Remember when you wrap the rope around your hand and you do it on your finger? And then the other person comes. I've been teaching Lily that. I've been teaching Lily. She be so excited because they sell the little thing in the dollar store or in Family Dollar. I
used to walk around all day doing that. I used to walk around all day doing this shit.
I can't wait till she get it good because I've been ready. I was like, come on, girl. Like, you know, you could do it like this and put it in the inside. And yes, I can't wait till she learns. I'm like, yes, come on, Lily. Grandma trying to show you. She keep messing it up, but she gonna get it.
Hey, these new kids, they get so excited. They be all like, when you do it. Look at that there. Goddamn. Hey, when you make them stick their hand in there,
wow.
Nikki, you know, and you do like this, they think
and you pull the thing out. They think you about to choke their little ass hand up, right? They think it's a whole magic trick. But see, just the little things that we talk about right here. That goes to show how creative we are. We made a whole motherfucking fabulous ass game out of string.
Right now.
Poker Keno.
Now, Eric, that's what it was called. It was called Poker Keno, but then it got cumbersome in the sense that they just broke it down and called it Pekino.
Pekino, oh, okay. We had simple things that we did. Remember when y'all when we sit out on the step and we playing, you know how you gotta pick when you're doing you've been playing hide go seek or whatever the fuck you playing, and everybody put their feet in and you're doing a doggy dime and step right out. Not because you're ugly, not because you're clean. All that shit. Like, who the fuck We had to come up with things. I remember one time in Philly, y'all know,
everybody out except for you. You is
for you. One time Scepter was Scepter is not public transportation. With the bottle toe, if he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, that used to make me sick. They used to make me sick because it's eeny, meeny, miny, and then the eeny, meeny, miny,
miny, mo.
Oh,
Yeah,
bitches
that's how
used
we
to
used
sit up
to do
there
it.
because they wanted you to be the one to be it, so they could run from your ass, and they go scream, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, they make me sick.
Kids are so creative. So let me tell you. So one time our SEPTA system, like our MARTA thing, is our public transportation, was on strike. SEPTA in Philly go to fuck on strike all the time. I don't know why, because they some of the highest paid motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. And we got the second highest public transportation fares in the country. But I comes home from work, right? Timmy and his friend Skip and the rest of the kids, these motherfuckers got so bored, they made a board game. They cut up cardboard. Y'all know my son is an artist, so he drew all this shit, whole fucking board. They cut up stuff that they made a piece. These motherfuckers made cardboard dice. Our kids are so creative. Another time, I came home, and y'all know when we still had the radio, the cassettes. Because y'all know my kids, Timmy will be 34 in a couple weeks. I come home, my kids done did a whole radio show. And when I mean radio show, I mean Keisha and Timmy as the hosts. They playing music. They got Skip, their friend, as the special guest. And way back then, when Mook Millions was Diamond, had the segment called Diamond Telling Everybody's Business.
Huh.
I come home to they played music and everything. They recorded they made a whole radio show. They like 12, 10, and our kids are so creative. And they don't always need a lot to be creative.
Exactly.
And we get away from letting them know that. You know what I'm saying? Because just that creativity could help do something else in your community.
Okay.
You know, I tell a story all the time. Timmy, we were the man that owned the house next door to ours was working on his house all the time, right? And this was around the same time when the SEPTA was on strike. Every day they would leave out pieces of sheetrock. And Timmy would say, "Hey, can I have that?" And they would let him have it. Now the man is thinking something is wrong with our house, like we need work done in the house. And the one day, because Timmy asked him like for a few days straight, the man said, "What is he doing? Like, do y'all need some work done in the house? What is he doing with the sheetrock?" I let the man come in, let him see it. On each piece of sheetrock, Timmy had took you remember how we still used to get the VHS tapes for the kids? I had every Disney movie that was out of the vault on them tapes. Timmy took the covers and drew everything that was on them covers on big ass pieces of sheetrock. Big ass pieces of sheetrock. He drew the whole thing from Lion King across a full sheet. That man came in there. He said, "Oh my God. This is what he does with it?" I said, "Yes." That man went in his pocket and gave my son every dime he had. He said, "Whatever you need, you just ask me for." And we need more people like that. He said, "Whatever you need, when you see me, you ask me." He was blown away. Because Timmy has been a great artist since he was a kid. Like at 8 years old, he already had some artwork hanging in our school board building and all kinds of stuff. So we need more other people besides us as their mother, father, uncles, and aunts. Other people to recognize these kids and show them that that you are more than what these streets say you're gonna be. We know we got it in us. It's a part of us. When we bored, we make up shit. Who the fuck made up the dozens? Who the fuck can sit up there and talk about you like shit and it become fun?
Right. Okay.
Right.
Now, and it becomes fun.
It become fun. When I was pregnant with Molly, my little brother and Timmy, we would watch movies. Remember every time when everybody used to sit down and watch Lifetime all the time?
Right.
On Sundays,
right.
we would be watching Lifetime with my mom because I was on bed rest with Molly, right?
Right.
While me and my mom watching the movies, we thinking they watching with us. These two motherfuckers, because Timmy was about 12, then 13, these two motherfuckers sitting there thinking of your mama jokes. So when the commercial come on, because they know they better not say shit while the movie on, because my mother fucked them up. When the commercial come on, these motherfuckers telling your mama jokes. Like in their head, they like, yeah, like, I'm waiting for this commercial, because when this commercial come on, like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And just those creative thoughts that we have to keep ourselves entertained, to keep us laughing, even when things might not be the best. We gotta reach down and use those things, because us being able to use those things, we can use them in any facet. We can use them to make this shit better. We may have known that we needed to be getting involved in our politics before.
Okay, let me
But we
ask you
know
this. And I brought this up before.
Yeah.
One thing that we did not need when we were coming up that they use now, bubblegum. Okay.
I remember that was crazy about bubblegum in the shoe. The bubblegum, do you wish?
Wait, one thing they got a thing in the schools now called critical thinking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole motherfucking class that they need, that they get credit for in order to graduate. And then when I looked at what it was about, critical thinking is what the fuck we knew automatically anyway.
It is.
That's why we never had the class. It never was a part of our curriculum. You know what I'm saying? You have
we didn't need it.
You have to teach these motherfuckers how to walk around an open hole in the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Common sense not to go that way. I mean,
what they should be giving them, Red, because I took this course before, is a people skills course.
Right.
Teach you how to deal with different people in different situations. When I went to cosmetology school, it was one of our courses.
Nick, you remember the boxes, the individual boxes of cereal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask y'all this.
Now they put them in a little bowl. How you open them up and pour the milk in them?
No, not the little bowls. I'm talking about the little box, the cardboard box.
No, I'm talking about the little box. Remember, because it had a little flap on it. Most people didn't know that they were open from the top.
Yeah, right. Nobody knew that was a bowl. That's what you.
It was a bowl. It had a little thing. You opened it up and you poured the milk in it. But everybody was so fast and they opened it from the top. And they were still putting milk in it, but they didn't realize that it was made to open it up. Mm-hmm. They used to come in a little plastic thing.
I told folks that all the time. My cousins used to come over, and they was a little slow, okay, and they always want to grab a box, but little boxes. I used to have a variety, like you can go in there to get whatever. Little box.
The big 18 or 24 in the pack, yeah.
I was going to say Kellogg's had the assorted box. Kellogg's had the assorted one, all the different series.
They always come out their goddamn pantry with a box and a bowl, and I'm like, who the fuck washing dishes?
Right. It came that way, so you wouldn't need one, dumbass. But you know what, Red? The thing is, that's why they got them in the actual bowls now. Because I think they realized, most motherfuckers didn't realize, even though it said it on the box. It said it on the box. But nobody paid attention to that.
Hey, here's a question, Meech and Nikki.
What?
How do you properly close a regular sized box of cereal?
Oh shit, I don't know, because y'all know I don't drink milk, so I don't never even think about it.
Because, see,
but I remember
we would take, and I always folded my the plastic down, and then you had the spigot in there.
That go in the little thing. Yeah. And I don't think I remember, because my grandmother poured hers in the Tupperware things. Remember, the Tupperware had the ones that you could put the cereal and shit in? When we opened the box of cereal, my grandma poured them in the Tupperware thing.
Hold on, the spigot, the little thing that you're talking about, the little flap things that you intertwine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna fuck you up. You're supposed to take those and right at the top on both sides, you crease it in like a bag, like a brown paper bag crease. And when you push it down, those flaps go down, then it interlock inside, and then you fold the top, and that seals the damn box. I just learned that shit. I just learned that shit this year.
It's a box of cereal up on my refrigerator. Watch, it's probably been up there forever because we don't drink milk. But I'm gonna have to go
watch
see.
When you look at it. Watch when you look at it. You're gonna be like, "What in the fuck? All my life." You know what I'm saying? But
it do be little shit like that. It be little shit like that. I think the Chinese containers fold out to be a plane or some shit like that too. They fold out. Like I don't know how. I think I saw it on YouTube one time. Like the white little containers. Somehow they fold out.
Just like we open bananas at the wrong end.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
And we open cans on the wrong side.
Cans? Well, you know what? I think my dad told us that a long time ago about the cans, and I still open them the other side. But that's why sometimes I think it'd be so hard to open them.
Day-to-day stuff that millions of people do, and they do it the wrong way.
But people don't read.
Well, I did this because I never knew that's what it was for until I saw that the top on the soda can or whatever, if you bend it down, the second hole is so that it holds the straw in place.
The straw. Yeah, it's for your straw. You don't. Yeah, people fold it back, but they don't bend it back to the hole.
Right.
Your straw hole will fit perfectly in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that one. That's one of the ones that you know when you feel.
How many times I had a straw and it goes too far in the can and I don't want to use it.
Right.
The fucking holder. Right.
Or we get the ones that bend, because you get the ones that fucking bend and then they be in there.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Meech. I mean, we went to Ruby Tuesdays after we left you, since Libby and the kids had went to the mall. Look.
Right. Did you take the thing?
I don't know what you're talking about. It was another one. I was gonna get both of them.
Yes, that you know you are.
Look, I said if Uncle Meech was here, we'd have all this shit. Look, they had because we got a margarita too, right? Well. Cole said, "Mom, I'm about to walk out the door." I said, "Girl, go." Wait, because we had got queso as an appetizer. Listen, that one what you call them is that big margarita. Yeah.
Baby.
Listen.
Okay.
At least I ain't take both of them though. I ain't take both of them.
Excuse me, Auntie Nikki. I got people walking up to me on the street talking about the TV show. Talking about they seen us on TV. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that.
I learned it from Meech. What you talking about? No, I had Cole cracking up. I said, "Boy, if Grandma was alive, we had this whole table."
This is just like a lot of the games we were talking about. How many of us just made up our own rules as opposed to following the ones that the game
all the time?
Child bath.
Let me tell you something. Monopoly used to get on my motherfucking nerves. So when we was kids,
every household got Monopoly rules.
Oh my God. And let me tell you something. You know what causes fight in people's house? Your Uno rules. Uno will tear families apart, okay? Whether you can stack your goddamn draw twos and draw fours or you can't. And that new Uno where you can write shit in. I said, who the fuck trying to break up a family?
No, wait a minute. Here's the new.
Why would you put that in the cards?
Nikki, the new Uno, the newest Uno is drunken Uno.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, I was reading the fucking directions to this shit. I was sitting up there, and when I got done reading the directions, I took that motherfucking box. I said, "No, ma'am, no, sir, I'm not doing that."
What you gotta do? You gotta be drunk to play, or you get drunk?
Hey, it ain't no draw 4. It's take 4 shots.
Mm-mm.
Now that sounds like the way we start making up rules as we got older. When we had the game night and whoever lose, whatever the fuck we play.
But the cards.
We been in drunk as fuck trying to play Hungry Hippo.
No, but the Uno card, Nikki, it's an actual drunken Uno game. The cards say it.
Oh, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if I could play that. Y'all know I'm a lightweight when it comes to the alcohol. I don't know.
Man, I'm like, oh.
Now we get Keisha down here. My daughter's a lunch. She probably could drink all of us under the motherfucking table. She probably won't play. Look at you with your nasty self. Look at you nasty. You done turned 50 telling everybody how nasty you are.
Eric, you in timeout. You in timeout. You're nasty at 50. And Meech over here with his name. Talking about, of course.
Of course.
Of
Look,
course.
you see them? Well, of course. So, as a matter of fact, that motherfucking shit. Like, well, motherfuckers, what the fuck you mean? You haven't played?
You said, like, oh, y'all ain't never played.
Right.
I have not. Look, he like, well, what the fuck wrong with y'all? What y'all waiting
Right.
on?
Listen, honey.
Listen, all those games, I like that as adults we could play our old games and still have fun with them. I be having tournaments with my kids on Connect 4. Like, y'all want this smoke for real. This ain't the smoke you want. And try to play Hungry Hippo drunk. I dare you.
That or perfection.
Listen, perfection or super perfection. Remember super perfection when you had to put you had to put the puzzle pieces together. Regular perfection, you just had to put the pieces in the thing. Super perfection, you had to put the puzzle pieces together and then put them in the thing. That was my shit.
Hey, do you remember?
I'm
finna fuck y'all up now. Do you remember we had this is the original, because I had both of them, the rectangle and the original, but the original Simon with the 4 colors on it.
I had that. It's still, matter of fact, somebody in my family still got my original Simon.
Huh?
Simon, remember Simon with the 4 colors? The
and then they had Super Simon. Then they had Super Simon come out.
Super Simon. That motherfucker was fast as shit too. Super Simon was fast. I was like, this is some bullshit.
But again,
then when our kids came along, we got Bop It for them. Remember, they got Bop It. They didn't get Simon, they got Bop It.
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys, when I was little, I had this game, but I never seen it anywhere else. Do y'all remember there was a game called Cat Time? There were like we had it was like little boards, and it was cats, and they had little marbles. And they would come out the side. You had to try to hurry up and fill up your cat's colors, and then there was one that had like the swirly looking eye.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And it was Cat Time, and I was like, I don't know why that game has been on my mind for a long time. Like, I'm gonna see if come on now, y'all want to do it with that damn Rubik's Cube, baby. Remember when you got frustrated with the Rubik's Cube and you start taking the motherfucker apart? Ain't nobody do that. I took my motherfucker apart and put it back together.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back. No, I put it back together right.
Once I got that,
I got the.
But the pieces would become loose. It would be just. It would. Yeah. The game was no good.
Yeah, it would be a little bit loose. Yeah, because I had the one with the tiles. I see people that had the one like with the stickers, but I had the one with the actual tiles. I didn't have the one with the stickers. I had the one with the tiles on it. So it was.
I solved it.
But
I think I solved it twice myself.
Yeah, I solved it a couple times, but I remember when I first got it, I used to be madder than a motherfucker. I'm like, this is some bullshit.
Man, when I
remember the fucking kabangers?
But what?
The kabangers. Remember them shits? Bang, bang. And then all of us had fucked up ass wrists and shit. Because the kids that got them now, them balls on there real light. But the ones that we had, them heavy ass, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit.
Now, my thing, Nikki, was that motherfucker goddamn ball and that paddle. Pop, 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 pop. Ball and that paddle.
Yes.
Why you sitting there paddling that thing? Pop, pop.
You had to tap the bottom.
Yes, sir.
When you hit it long, let that rubber band go to hit it
When
long.
that rubber band be
You gotta
long.
hit it.
Let me tell you something I think was some bullshit to all kids. But as a parent, you probably still did it to your kids. That motherfucking sit and spin. Y'all remember sit and spin?
Yes.
That was some bullshit, okay?
If you didn't
That
like
was
your
some
kid,
bullshit.
Listen.
Because when I got older, because I would be sick every time I would get off this motherfucker, right? And then when I got older and I seen it in the store, at first my mom was like, I ain't getting that for my kids. Like, I used to be so sick on that thing. And then something else said, them badass boys of mine, yes, the fuck I am. And by the time it got to my kids, they had the one that light up too. So not only are you making yourself dizzy, but you're looking at the lights too. Your little badass bastard spin. I swear. No parent should get that much joy out of seeing their kids be dizzy as fuck.
Yeah. One of the things.
Y'all had hoppity hops. Remember the hoppity hops?
The what?
Mm-hmm. The hoppity hop pogo stick. Yeah.
Hoppity hops. No, not the pogo stick. The one that it was like that big ball. The big ball that you could bounce on. It was the big giant ball. They had like the Mickey Mouse ones. I think the first one they ever made was just like a big red one with handles on it. Then they started making like the Disney characters ones. I remember that we had fun on those. We had simple shit that we had fun with.
Well, yeah, I remember Stretch Armstrong.
Huh?
Stretch Armstrong.
What you do?
Oh, of course.
Did you ever stretch them so hard where you had to put them in the hot water?
Okay,
the little pink shit start coming out. Asteroids, Defenders, Missile Command, Big Dog, and Galaxy. Cooper, Centipede, and Miss Pac-Man, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, Centipede and Millipede was my motherfucking shit.
Come on, me.
Centipede
and you know
and
we can
was my motherfucking.
You making me want to go buy one. Right. We need a game room.
I get on that Centipede. I drop $1/4 in that motherfucker.
And would be there all baby.
But remember when we know when Pac-Man came out, but remember when Miss Pac-Man came out, everybody was at the arcade.
Hey, you want
to Donkey Kong, baby? Donkey Kong.
I got a funny piece of history for you. That got that
I love my Etch-a-Sketch. I love my Etch-a-Sketch.
My sister, dad, used to stay in trouble with my mom because he would get off work, and when he get off the bus at the corner,
we got that too.
He get off the bus at the corner, and he would go, instead of coming straight down the street to the house, he would go in the little corner pub, and the only thing they had in there was Pac-Man, and he'd be that motherfucker for hours playing Miss Pac-Man, and she'd be snapping on his ass talking about something. When I come in, she'd be like, "You ain't been goddamn just coming home from no motherfucking work. Where the fuck you been?" She going the fuck off. And I would walk in from playing. And I walk in, I say, "Mama, he was at the corner store playing Miss Pac-Man since I was outside earlier."
Yeah. Look, your snitch ass done told where he was. Come on, 6ix9ine, don't tell on the baby. Cause you know, and then you know what nothing like going in the store and seeing somebody high score, and then you get on that bitch and you beat it. You beat somebody high score.
That's my goal.
Come on now. You couldn't tell us shit. You beat the last person high score that was in there before you. You felt like you was on top of the damn world.
But you snitch on.
I'm still laughing at you.
Your friends will come in. Your friends come in behind you at the same arcade game, and they can tell you next day or later on that day, "Oh, you must have been up at doggone Mr. Tom's store because I seen your name all on the top score." Oh, I took your shit down.
You get to put your name up there. Yup, I took your name down. I took your name down. Yeah, I'm still laughing at you because you knew what the fuck I meant about that damn Stretch Armstrong. Listen, because y'all, I wasn't a tomboy, but y'all know I got a lot of boy cousins and brothers and shit. So I got some of their shit too. So my mom would buy me the same shit. So I remember being the one I showed you today, Meech, the one I said put slime, that fucking slime when we was kids, down the back of my goddamn, he pulled out my pants and put slime down the back of my drawers. when we was like 4, he always be like, she ain't over it. I'm like, I'm not, motherfucker. I'm not. I love you, but I still want to fuck you up. You better hope I don't find none of that original slime.
And what happened to Silly Putty?
I remember. What happened to what?
Silly Putty.
Silly Putty.
What happened to that?
Meech.
I agree.
Remember, because we used to get the comic strips. Remember, we took from the comic strips and we would do it, put them on the paper, and then it would be on the. I got one for you since you brought up Silly Putty. Shrinky Dinks.
Oh,
remember the shit we cut out? You put them in the fucking oven.
Yeah.
And they shrink and they be little keychains and little trinkets and shit. Me and Meech was talking about
son.
Me and Meech was talking about what's his name, the gospel singer that just passed away.
Rance Allen.
I said, oh, he just remind me of a Weeble Wobble. Look, Red, remember Weeble Wobble? Weeble Wobble. He passed away the other day.
Yeah.
He passed away a couple days ago.
Yeah, Rance is gone, honey. He's been gone now for what, a day and a half, 2 days now?
Yeah, Sean Connery died. He died.
Sean Connery died the same day, yeah.
I know Sean Connery.
I'm sending prayers up to Freeway. Y'all know Freeway, the rapper. His son passed away. That's fucking us up because we done did many shows and stuff with Freeway and Beanie, and so that's kind of messed up too. But yeah, I had said to Meech, I remember. Do you remember Red, the Weeble Wobbles? Weeble Wobbles, but they don't fall down.
Yeah. Okay.
We had so many great Mousetrap. Remember Mousetrap? Because we set the whole damn board game up.
That game right there.
We had bowling players.
Yeah, I love bowling. I love bowling.
Now, that's
my shit.
Bowling is so fun.
It is. You can have a good time. Whether you can bowl or not, you still have fun. That's what I'm saying. Whether you can really bowl or not, you still have fun. Y'all, wait till we get to do Edition T bowling. First of all, y'all need cheat. If we ain't looking, watch Mook put the fucking bumpers up. She cheats all the fucking time. I'm like, you can't put the bumpers up. She was like, there's no room to say I can't put the bumpers up.
Listen,
you grown as shit putting the damn bumpers up.
Okay, a slinky. Okay, yeah, I said Cole
slinky. Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you remember?
You had so many fun toys.
Hey, let me take y'all back. Do you remember when they came out with this rifle and target set called the Tin Can Alley?
Uh-huh.
And you shoot the dog on rifle, and the rifle they give out a light that make and you got to shoot in the hole, and it pops the can off the top of the damn gate.
Mm-hmm.
I never see that one.
Yeah, we had that. Well,
remember,
I played with that. I can't say we had it because my mother was adamant about not buying us
not having the toy guns. Yeah, my grandma was like that too. Remember that other little thing? It wasn't the Etch-a-Sketch, but it was the thing with the magnet, and it had like the little shred stuff down in there, and you had to pick it up with the little thing and make the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
That was dope, though. That was real dope.
I know y'all remember this one. Remember the shit that had the water in it? You keep pressing the button to make the balls go up and get them up in the little things.
We were just talking about that. They got the rings.
You know what? That was the original table-made ring toss, but that was the original water sports before water sports became something else.
Yeah.
We had so many cool shit, and it didn't take a lot to do it. It didn't take, but we were so excited and had so much fun doing that shit.
And you got to remember, if you had so much fun. When they got snow at, we all up. You know what I'm saying? When we got snow at, you got to remember motherfucking like, okay, and black kids in our era, we know what a toboggan is. You know what I'm saying? We get on
slide. Let's go slide on the snow. Come on.
Nice size toboggan. There's about 5 or 6 y'all on one sled. Stack on that motherfucker. Take off down and got
And people don't understand how we are, because y'all know we get the snow. We don't give a fuck if it's snow outside. People live, oh my God, it's so much snow. All we knew was we ain't got no school, we going outside. We about to slide down something. Kids getting cardboards, they ripping up the big box from the store to slide down the hill. Anything the fuck you get.
And tops.
Yes, rolling down the goddamn hill. I seen my brother and them in the motherfucking tire before they get on the tire because they ain't had a sled thing. Get on the tire and slide that motherfucker.
Baby.
Listen, we knew how to make some fun out of some shit.
We got inside a motherfucking truck or tractor tire, get inside the motherfucker and roll down the motherfucking hill like some dumbasses.
Oh, we love it because you know all the stuff we talked about earlier is so heavy, and we all know that we probably be pissed off like a motherfucker by tomorrow morning, so we might as well laugh.
Yeah, and then I gotta take care of something because Miss Melanie Cool, girl, she started running hot again.
Ooh, y'all.
She went over to the bed. I'm like, wait a minute, honey. We just the cooling, honey. Oh
no, you know what's wrong?
Well.
When you changed the stuff, did you change the thermostat?
And I thought that earlier
because I said, "Oh, I hope
the temperature change." Okay, me. That particular vehicle you got, the particular vehicle that you got, the climate change where it dropped so drastically overnight and everything. What it did was doggone expand your doggone diaphragm inside your thermostat, and it won't open and close. And when it don't open and close, it don't tell the fan to come on or the coolant to go through, so it runs hot.
Well, there wasn't no coolant in there, so he filled it.
Because I'm trying to tell you, when it don't open up, it automatically starts to burn and evaporate.
Oh, okay.
Change your thermostat.
We was talking about that too. We was talking about that too, Red. Like because we come from up top and we know the changes of the weathers and stuff. In the wintertime, what's the oil in the winter? Because it's like 1030 for one and 1040 for the other. I don't know which one it is, but I know it switch up.
All you do is the weight change. You got 5W30, you got 10W40, you know what I'm saying? So the heavier the weight, the thicker the better for the winter time. That's it. So the W is the weight.
Okay. Because I was like, I know in the wintertime the shit changed. I don't know which one to change to, but I know we need to change it in the wintertime because I know I'm about to get another oil change probably in a couple of days, so I'll get it. Go ahead.
So we got to work on her. I got to call my mechanic in the morning, but I'm hoping I don't want to necessarily have to drive her because I got to go to the donut factory tomorrow. But if I don't want to call off a second day. But we're gonna see because I know he's gonna want me to drive this thing over there to her, but I don't like driving it when it comes in that damn hot because I don't need it to.
Did she get hot again after they checked everything today? When you left, did she get hot again?
On the way home after I left y'all.
Yeah. It went past half again?
It went all the way to the red.
Yeah, the red's right. It's that thermostat. And you said it when you got it. You said, I hope it's not that thermostat.
Bitch.
He said it. He said it. As soon as it went up, he said, I hope I don't need to change this thermostat. I
could have told you that already. If I was around you more physically, like in the same space, already, I'd have been gonna remind you already to do that.
So, and then she idling hard, so I know that's a he. Now it makes sense. If she hot, did that rock idle, yeah.
You gotta cool that bitch down. If you don't have the cooling system intact, that bitch gonna goddamn like a fool.
Yeah, especially with the winter getting ready to come.
Yeah, oh Lord have mercy. Yeah, but I called Robert, honey. He was washing his face and getting off the oil and stuff from today. He was supposed to call me back and he didn't. So that's okay. I'm a cuss his ass out in the morning. I'm gonna call him back.
Tell him to bring his punk ass over there and motherfucking goddamn put that damn thermostat in there because there's 2 fucking screws on the housing. He come over there, he take the 2 bolts out.
He just be trying to charge for his mileage of coming to us.
Yeah,
because I really got mad when I realized last time only thing was wrong with my car was I needed a new battery, but he had came all the way over here, so I had to pay him for coming. I was so mad.
Right.
Because your
But I'm
thermostat, you
okay.
on that 4-cylinder is right where you can see the motherfucker.
Huh? No, I thought it was my starter because it was making that clicking noise. 192 to 114.
I thought I just read on here. I got 209 to 118.
Let's see.
But the blue
Check
is in
my
the
Google.
lead, honey.
Mm,
So that's the projected.
yeah,
Yeah,
209
honey.
to 118. Well, it's
Okay, look,
getting
and
there.
it's projected that this child is gonna get Arizona. Um,
Who?
blue, blue,
Asshole?
blue,
Oh
blue,
no, we
blue.
getting Arizona. That's what it looked like. Yeah. Well, then how
But
is it
hell, what
that
just
they're
happened?
projecting
Because
that he
yeah.
getting so many? How is it projecting that asshole gets so many, but Biden got more?
Well, the electoral, that's what it is. It's the electoral vote. The electoral college is what's giving the, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're saying the electoral votes, Biden electoral votes 209, dumbass 118, but it. But it's looking like Trump. But it's looking like Trump is a little bit ahead of him in Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Michigan,
What those,
North Carolina,
these are
Ohio.
just the swing states, right? He just got the swing states. And so those are the big states where it matters because they have more of the electoral votes.
Mm-hmm.
But we shall see. I'm not gonna count it out yet, honey, until it's over, until it's all
I
over.
mean, it looks like we're gonna get it. I believe we're gonna get it.
So let's do this,
But
y'all.
we know that they're gonna pull some stunts. You want to give them any updates before we leave on what's happening
Uh,
this week?
yeah, this girl is
I know
so
if you want to
excited
say
about
nothing.
the goddamn interview,
I know
honey.
if you wanted to say nothing, but I wasn't gonna say nothing if you ain't want to say nothing. But
No. We have to because today because I'm usually at the donut shop today. That's why we're here on Tuesday and it's election. But our next show is going to be this coming Thursday. This Thursday, if you guys have been following anything about melanation and
it
carbonation,
was it was melanation a few years ago. Then it turned into carbonation. It's that
okay,
guy you guys I talked about, Nature Boy.
Nature Boy, he's going to be here with us this coming Thursday, and this is going to be very, 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 very interesting. So all of y'all with opinions and carrying on, I need y'all to come in. If y'all know anything about them, come on up in
If you
here.
don't know, go look them up. Go look them
Go
up,
look
y'all.
them
I
up.
swear, y'all will want to be in on this conversation.
So
And pray for me because I've made a vow to not curse him out. So I need y'all. I need all the prayers I can get. Red said that he gonna make sure that I don't cuss this man out. Well, I spoke to him on the phone, didn't I, Meech? I ain't curse him out. I was nice, wasn't I? I was very nice.
So we're looking at that. So that's what's coming down the pipeline.
Look at Red. Look.
Right.
I swear I was. And you don't believe me. Ask Meech. He was on the phone with us. I was nice. I swear I was. I ain't get smart enough. Even when I told him I didn't agree with him, I told him. I said, but we're going to offer you a place to be able to say what you need to say without arguing.
Okay, I'm going to tell you now. The code word is Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
That's for me to back up, for me to calm down. Got it.
Supposed to.
I send you some stuff, Eric.
Yeah.
I put it in your messenger.
Okay.
Meech.
If nothing,
Meech.
it's gonna be interesting.
Your password is that girl like you.
Well, we already know that girl probably like him because of the way, as soon as he started talking, when he heard Meech talk. I'm just saying.
Right.
How you doing? How you doing?
That's really
Okay,
okay.
you got it, Beach. Thank you.
Okay, because child, well, yeah, it was just rather interesting that I mean, I don't have shit. I'm 50. I don't have to hide, but it was just rather interesting, honey, that after I started talking and was questioning him and telling him what the show was about, that out of the blue, honey, he comes into this whole conversation about gayness and how
How
black
he
men are
don't have a
gay,
problem with it.
how he didn't have a problem with it, and how he used to work in the sex industry and this and that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because when he and I were talking, we weren't even talking about that. We were just talking about the fact that Eric stupid. The fact that we're going to give you a space to come on and be on one Cali, Oregon, and Washington. Okay, they all they votes are in already.
I don't know if they're in, but I think it's projected.
Oh, okay. That we were going to give him a space to be able to say whatever he wanted without it being a shouting match, because I did know that all the interviews that he does turns into those. So, that's what we were talking about. And then when Meech went in to say some other things, then all of a sudden, yeah, because, with black men and homosexuality and well, nigga, we know that you don't care. You was a male escort, a gay escort for 10 years. You was an escort, you was a dancer, and you did gay porn. So we know that you don't care. We don't care. Because at the end of the day, if you telling people you the Messiah and you got this message and shit, it doesn't matter what your sexual preference is. If you got a word and it's a real word and a real message, then we don't care. My shit is I just don't, you ain't right, sir.
Okay. Well,
and I did ask Beach, I did tell him that I don't agree with what he does, but we will give him an opportunity to say the things that he needs to say, because as black people, we so quick to say, oh, I don't fuck with that when we don't understand it. Right. So I want to give you a chance to explain your I'm still not gonna fuck with it, but at least I'll be able to understand it. I won't be able to say I don't fuck with it, but I don't know nothing about it.
Right.
I don't fuck with it because I just don't fuck with it. He's trying to tell us all about the places to go in nature. I said, I don't want to live out in nature. She said, no, I can tell y'all places right in Georgia where the waterfalls and all. I was like, okay. He said, you don't want to be in nature? I said, on vacation.
Right.
Bitch, I don't want to live in no damn nature. He don't even live in nature. He live in the Airbnb.
Right.
So it's going to be fun, though. And right now, he's in a very vulnerable space. I can honestly say, y'all know, I've never been ashamed to say I don't rock with the shit that he says and does. But I can see in the last week or so there has been a change, because the main wife left, and he's in a very vulnerable place, and we may be able to get him in an honest place, because her taking his daughter away is really affecting him. And the last few videos I've been seeing for the last few days have been a whole different situation. So hopefully we can get that person that we've been seeing for the last few days and be able to have an honest conversation.
And we shall see. So on that note, children, we're not going to say no more because I'm getting tired. My ass is starting to hurt.
Me too. I want to go lay down.
Yeah, I'm going to go lay down, lay it on down a little bit. And then we're going to start this over tomorrow because I got to finish some production work now that I can do it. So
I just realized, you guys, ask everybody. Well, we know everybody could see on your page. You know how I usually share it and then people watch from my page too? I kept getting all these text messages telling me that they couldn't watch it, even though the page was there, but they couldn't see us. And then I did it on my phone and I couldn't either. I shared us, but I couldn't. I shared us and looked on my page like I always do. And it would just show, our place marker that you put up there before we come on.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I got to find out
I don't know what that was about.
Me either.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Note, honey, if you love us, tell a friend, honey. If you hate us, tell all of your enemies. But do know this: one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we do here. Don't move forward. You may finish all of your coffees, darling, because the tea has been dished and you can dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech and Aunt Nikki and
this nigga. He make me sick.
Yeah, like
Good night, yo. What the fuck is wrong with you?
looking like
Listen
a
here,
Halloween
Vincent
pumpkin.
Price. Get out the
Okay,
spotlight. That's what I'm
looking
saying.
like that damn
Like he about to tell a spooky story and
Right.
shit. Vincent Price over there.
Right. Okay. Well, whatever, child.
Oh, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh, tired.
Lord have mercy. Did you see that green cloud come out on Nikki mouth?
You's a goddamn lie.
Huh. And, whew, child, scene.